Hi, everybody. Welcome to the first episode of Gen F, otherwise known as Generation Fantasy. Generation Fantasy is a D&D campaign about a small world of Jenkins, Nebraska. A small town of Jenkins, Nebraska that has been transported into a fantasy realm. And today we are here to build that realm together. The realm known as Ephemeral. We will build with all of our tiny little meat hands together as a group. And I'm very excited to do that with you here. And maybe a little bit of input from the audience. I don't know. We might let you speak. I'm jazzed about it. And we're gonna play Companion's Tale, and this is like a brand spanking new Roll20 game on Roll20. And I am very excited to play it. Except for I'm not playing it. This game is for 4 players, so I'm just going to be the invisible hand that guides. Mostly, I'm just here to scream if you have started to make something that will be hell for me to DM. Right?
Okay.
Like a Hooters in the sky, or mostly a Hooters in the sky.
Thank you.
Where owls live?
Oh,
I
love
there
it.
are certain things I do and do not want to DM, and so I'm just mostly here to push us in the right directions.
Okay.
Should we need to, But I trust you all.
Is there going to be a comedy school named The Pestilence?
I would not like that though. I would not like that.
Why not?
I like it.
It's just
that's
all
fun.
Parts of my past.
Close to reality.
Okay, so I'm going to tell you all about Companion's Tale real quick, and then we're going to get... Actually, should we all introduce ourselves in case people don't know who we are?
Why not?
We'll do that first. Hi, I'm Katie May. I'm going to be your DM for this experience. I've done it before on shows like Dungeons, Dice, and Everything
I'll
Nice.
do it again.
I've done it before. I'll do it again.
You can't stop me.
I'll do it again. That is a threat.
I've made players cry. I've made listeners cry. I've made listeners gay. Your time is coming. And so that's me. Someone else introduce themselves. I pick Masood.
Hi, I'm Masood. I am a part of Indoor Recess with these wonderful human beings and TK, and we play games together. We have a blast. It's a lot of fun. I'm gonna be
Couldn't
playing.
wait for February to be over.
Brave move doing that first. Brave move.
Just so we know the energy that's at the space that I've created. That's
Right,
it.
right.
Yeah, I'm Masood.
Okay. Solani.
Hi, I'm Slani. I do stuff. I play D&D and other things with these folks.
That's true. TK.
And lots of Genshin. That's it.
The Genshin part is true.
It's me, TK. Very happy to be here. I'm not mad. Why would I be? Yeah. Cool.
Listen, at any point, if you need to take out your anger on me, that is completely acceptable. And I'll say that up front.
No, I do that for other reasons. It wouldn't mean anything.
Oh, that's true. All right, Carlos, introduce yourself.
Hey, what's up? My name's Carlos. I can do this. Wee, 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 wee.
Put it back! Put it back!
Oh my god, I'm a gem.
Fuck you!
God, remember that time Katie May put like 30 memes in the chat?
Oh my god. Okay, we have captions now. We're growing and evolving. So you can look at those. Let's talk about Companion's Tale, shall we? Now that we've scared off the people who we've needed to scare off. So, Companion's Tale is a story and map-making game. Good, because we need one of those. The players take on the roles of companions and tell the story of a hero. The hero is a cipher who is viewed through the opinionated lens of the companions that the players control. The hero has changed the world, or perhaps was a figure in a world that was already changing. Some details of the story will be missing. Other details will be in conflict. Your companion's tale might be the source of that conflict. This game is for 4 players and takes approximately 2.5 hours to play. You'll be taking turns in different roles, building the world and driving the story of a hero and their companions. This game contains a prologue in which we introduce the world, 3 acts of storytelling, and an epilogue. So, we're going to get to all of those. But before we do, I'd like to read for the players. Again, after this point, I've written out 7 essential truths of Ephemeral. And besides that, I am not going to have any hand in this world building, except for if you need me. If you can't come up with something, I'm there to help. That's my job here. But after these 7 truths, I want to leave it up to you to build this world that you want to play in. And it is important to remember that this is a world that we are wanting to play in as a team. Sometimes when you play this game, you can make it as wild and wacky as you want, knowing that you will never come back to this world after tonight. Know that these are...
We're playing here.
Yeah,
This
we're
is our
playing
home.
here. Don't
We're
make it a
making our
place you
bed.
don't want to go.
Yeah. I wanna
Hooters in the
ask a
sky.
question, though,
Yeah, ask me a
before these-
question.
Is there a significance to there being 7 truths?
Oh yeah.
Who knows? Maybe you'll have to find out.
Okay.
Okay, sorry, 8 rules. Rule 1, everyone
okay,
is
there's no
hot.
significant. Get out of here.
No, rule 1, everyone
Yeah.
is hot. That's the
Okay,
first
well,
rule.
that's a
That's like a
given.
universal rule.
That's-
We don't have to
yeah.
quantify it.
You're
I think
right,
that's
okay.
Rule 0.
Everyone is
2.
hot.
All right,
Before dinner.
so here are the 7 essential truths of Ephemeral. 1,
Should we write these down?
I can put them in a little document in Roll20 and share them all with you.
Did you
Okay.
write them down?
I did. I did write them down. Could you imagine if I was just making them all up right now?
Well, that's why we
Jeez.
keep on interrupting you to see if like a rule.
No, I did write them. It was while my internet was out when I should have been doing other things. All right, here are the 7 essential truths of Ephemeral. 1, there are no humans on this plane of existence. No humans here. 2, there is a fracture in the center of Ephemeral caused by the rupture of a mana vault.
What's a mana vault?
Mana vault
with you.
is a place of
Katie
extreme
Mace, mind your
magical power. But besides that, it's up to you.
It
Oh,
is
whoops.
a vault of mana.
Hold on, I have to delete a thing I wrote. This is I wrote in a joke. A
Fine.
joke.
No, did you? No,
Say it out loud.
Oh, I
What
can't.
it is.
I can't. I
Read it
can't.
for the
That one's
class.
No, I can't read it because I'll get kicked off of I work at Roll20.
What does it say?
It says nothing.
We'll
All
DM
right.
about it. It's
We'll
Okay.
DM about it.
We'll
Okay.
talk about it.
First.
All right. There is a fracture in the center of Ephemeral caused by the
There's a
rupture.
fracture.
Yep. Caused by the
fracture.
rupture of a mana vault. The fracture is known as the fracture, as I will name it right now, unless we want to come up with a cooler name for it.
It's the fracture, but instead of a C, it's a K.
I don't like that.
Ooh.
And it
We can
is
call it the crack, and we can call it the butt crack. But
this fracture is known as the fracture, and it is
Okay.
surrounded by oceans. So I'm imagining just a hole in the earth.
Does the water go in it?
I don't know.
Maelstrom?
Does it? Or did we make moats
yeah, is there
to
like a
stop
line?
it?
I don't know. Does it? Or we?
Is
are
there a
we-
water-
is there
Waterfall or
is there
not?
even water near where the hole is?
Well, this fracture is known as the fracture, and it is surrounded by oceans.
Oh, it is
So,
surrounded by ocean. Okay, that's
4.
that-
Okay, but
that's an
not
essential
filled
truth.
by oceans.
Right.
Maybe it's like
Um,
a Jello.
So
It's surrounded by 4 oceans,
was
so
just-
it's like
there's no
game.
monetary amount of
No.
oceans
It's
here.
not a
It's like One
square.
Piece,
Oh,
dude.
I
It's
thought I
like
heard
it's
4
like
oceans.
it's just
No,
like One
I just
Piece.
keep trying to say rule
Nobody
number
knows
4,
what
and then
One
we keep
Piece
talking.
oh.
No,
Fucking look down 4. Everyone needs to shut up, okay?
All right, 4.
I'm
Magic.
gonna win this time.
Oh my god. Magic has been number 4. Magic has been a valuable and limited resource since the rupture of this mana vault. 5. Ephemeral is made up of several nations. 6. there is no discrimination based on orientation, sexuality, or race in Ephemeral. And 7, creatures cannot be born evil in Ephemeral, but monsters can be.
Wait, define monster.
Versus creature.
Yeah, thank you for asking. I'm going to let us decide specifically what that means. For me, monsters are created versus born.
Oh, okay, monstrosities. Okay.
Yeah. I just don't believe, and I think most of us don't believe in sort of like, oh, this race is all born evil.
Yeah. Evil is made.
I would say I don't believe that everything sentient has the opportunity to not be evil. That's what I think. So like even if it's a monstrosity, if it can reason and think, I don't know if it can be dubbed as born evil or made evil or anything like that.
What about a child?
If their name
If
is
there's
Bartholomew,
3
they
kobolds.
are evil. I will
Didn't we
tell
do
you
this?
that.
Ugly.
Haven't we done
Any
this
Bartholomew,
before?
every Bartholomew in the world is in fact a plague.
What about someone named Chase?
Oh, evil.
Ooh, yeah, that's for real evil. So do we want to add an 8th one that all things can be given the opportunity to not be evil? Is that
I like that essential truth. I like adding that one. That like
okay?
yeah.
We're evil opportunists.
Evil opportunists.
Yeah.
Okay, so everything in our world can take the opportunity for goodness.
But they won't.
What was the first rule? I didn't write that one
There
down.
are no
Everyone's not
humans
hot.
in Ephemeral.
Wait, so I got
0 humans.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
100%
No human
hot
fracture.
monsters.
Magic is limited. Several nations. No discrimination. No
Oh,
one is
fracture
born
is
evil.
2 of them. There's the fracture of the center at Ephemeral, and then the fracture surrounded by oceans.
Oh, okay.
I've also shared the Essential Truths document with all of you.
Does this mean that Ephemerum is a flat plane for its center is on its surface for a hole to be?
I do believe it may be a plane.
If it was to be a sphere, its center would be at its core.
Or it could
An
be...
or a donut. Oh, a donut!
Why are you yelling?
I'm excited.
I
know.
like excitement.
I was thinking, what if
X-Files music at that point?
What if I was like envisioning a donut? I was thinking about this, and I was gonna let you all decide what kind of we were like flat earthers or
Halo,
donut
man.
earthers.
It's frickin'
But what if
Halo.
it was like a donut, but where the icing should be is the land, but the donut itself is just all sea.
The donut
I like that.
itself was C.
You know? So it can truly be whatever we want.
So there's literally a seaside. There's literally like the underside. Oh.
And there you could get some underwater kingdoms,
I
get
think
really
that's
nail
very
all that
fun.
Triton stuff.
Yeah,
But of
yeah,
course,
I know you were gonna say underwater kingdoms, but I heard in my mind upside down pineapple cake.
there could be both.
There's a pineapple under the sea.
Why not both?
Stop it! No, I didn't want this.
He's yellow and porous.
So yes, a sopping donut. You get it.
Oh no, the word
Yeah.
no, Lauren, get that.
Ban
Sopping
it, Lauren.
Banned. Sopping is banned. I don't like
That's
that.
a word that's banned.
All right, nerds.
Thank you.
Is there any other essential truths we would like to add?
Nothing and I don't.
Are there-
Nothing that I think. That, yeah. Sorry.
Are there gods in this realm?
I think it would be cool if we could make our own pantheon. But also, I think it'd be equally cool if we rejected the concept outright. Might make paladins' lives a little hard, but I hate them. So
Yeah. It might be hard for
Wow.
clerics
Shots
or
I don't hate paladins. I'm gonna have to make a Twitter apology now. All right. So, are we locking in for our essential truths?
Are
Yes.
there planes?
Are there planes?
Other planes. Yes, they're all different desserts.
I think that maybe we can ask ourselves that question at the end of this session.
Even though I know donuts are definitely like a dessert option,
Yes.
They're breakfast.
I don't know why I never like thought of them as dessert, because if you
They're
put the
like
same
90% sugar.
yeah,
I
those are
know.
definitely a dessert, but
Yeah,
at the
they're
same
definitely-
time,
It's because it's so common.
It's breakfast. You get
Yeah.
coffee and your donuts on your way to work. You know what I mean?
Breakfast. I would never consider it breakfast.
Really? It's the
No,
only
it's
time
with
I would eat
sugar.
donuts is at breakfast. Like,
Well, you would eat it around that
It's
time.
a snack.
yeah,
It's a snack, yes.
yeah, for
you
sure.
find it in the break room at
Like
work.
mimosas, breakfast.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like a fruit roll-up. You wouldn't consider fruit
Margaritas.
roll-up
It's
a
got
dessert.
fruit in it.
Or fruit. Like-
All right, nerds. All right, our essential truths have been grabbed. We've
Write
gotten
that
them.
down.
Also, thank you to Laura Simpson for making this good game.
Mhm.
I thought that I should say the creator of the game and thank them before
Yes,
we
thank you
play
very
it.
much.
Before we play it. All right, how to play the game. All right, so we're gonna go through it. Sorry for
there's
shouting.
the essential truths are already in a handout. Carlos, you didn't need to write it down.
What?
I did say that.
You did say that.
Yeah.
You did say that.
All right. So in the prologue, we're gonna draw on the map as we
Let's
answer
get this
questions
homework
about the
focused.
world, and then we're gonna take we're gonna take 3 acts of storytelling, and the players are gonna take turns in those 4 roles to tell the story of the hero. You can look over and see that there are 4 role little blank squares that I'm gonna populate pretty soon, with each of them for us. But so I think it's important for you all to know that, like, this is about one hero. We're going to tell the story of this place that we're building through a single hero. And so that's the lens that we're going to learn about this world. But you all will be playing companions that were affected by this hero or affected this hero. So I just wanted to make that clear for everybody before we hopped right in with our supple little bones. All right, here we go. We are hot. I'm sorry for saying words like meat fingers and supple bones.
Little bones.
They're supple.
Let me
Supple
get my
bones.
baby
do
teeth
good in
in.
my stew with your supple bones.
Okay, cursed.
That's fun.
All right.
Supple bones.
So,
I'm actually having a lot of fun now.
Yeah.
oh,
Think
good.
about
That's
it.
great.
Yeah.
That's great. I love that.
Good to make straw out of your
So we're gonna learn about the world that we have it. Oh, look at this
Yeah,
pretty
let's
art.
learn.
This game
learn.
has such pretty art to it. All right.
Ooh, gorgeous.
So in the prologue, players will build the world by answering questions about it. The starting person is a volunteer. Masood. On your
Pause.
turn, answer the first prologue question aloud as if you were an inhabitant of this world. Then draw on the map representing the answer, leaving space for additions and change during play. Then we're going to continue on clockwise, and everyone's going to get to answer some of that. So, but I'm going to show this all to players. I just pressed that. You may now see this on the screen.
Yeah, I'm seeing
Is
Quite
this
a-
me?
very
Look how
cool.
hot I am.
This is you. You're so hot.
I'm such a handsome bird.
You're so
Ooh,
handsome.
Gorgeous.
All right. So you're going to answer that first prologue question, Masood.
Okay. What is the most prominent feature of our land? What virtue does it metaphorically represent? I think we've kind of already answered this. The most prominent feature about our land is the fact of its design. It's very easy to understand that the world is round because it's all round, all of it. There's parts where gravity affects it in a certain way that allow it to be continuous in its methodology and like governing. But I think it's the simple virtue that it metaphorically represents is
Right.
that everyone is this shape. We're all a circle without a center.
Oh,
And
shit.
we fill that with community.
Okay. So it is the believed absence of... It is the belief that you are not whole until you interact with the world around you. People are
Right.
born incomplete. Okay. Interesting. Would you like to draw that on the map for us?
Oh God, it's Pictionary time. I'm very, very nervous about
You
this
activated my trap card.
Ah!
It's making you draw.
Begin the
I'm
round by
not seeing the
looking
map.
around.
I'm seeing a bunch of
Make
cards.
adjustments as you feel fit.
I don't
Okay.
see the map either.
Well, it's the giant blank where it says draw here.
Oh.
Oh, I have to zoom out. There we go.
I want to draw.
Oh, I zoomed out too, but I don't
Draw
see
shape.
anything.
I will ping it. It is. Are you all on the right page? You are all on the right page. It's just gonna
Can you
be.
scroll?
It's just gonna be this big draw here area.
Oh.
Above the companions and themes.
I don't see it.
I see it.
I mean, I see a blank space, but I don't see like a map or.
Yeah, it's that
a
blank
world.
space that we're making our own map in.
Oh.
Where it says draw here.
Yep.
Okay, I do see it then.
All
I
right.
lied. I'm sorry, I lied that one time.
This is a large circle.
Is this not our world? We're not drawing.
Didn't you say
on-
draw the world?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. Oh, I see what you're doing. Okay.
Yeah.
We just
Should
have to
I
have
go-
room for everyone to get in
Right.
on here.
If anything, I think it's too small. Right?
Okay. Yes. I think it is too small. I was like, is that the hole in the center of the world that takes up
Right.
75% of the world itself?
No, that's right.
I was very confused. And then while you draw that, we're gonna go clockwise, which, according to the clock of the layout, is Solani.
Yes.
Solani, pick one of the two of these questions to answer. Our spiritual beliefs promise prosperity. What must we do to become prosperous? What is taboo? What do parents warn our children about at bedtime? What celebration is tied to that fear?
Ooh, okay. I think parents warn us about traveling too close to the center.
Okay.
And the ideas, and there's like myths and folk tales about people being sucked out of this world and disappearing forever.
Oh no.
So
Okay.
you don't go too close to the center. You stay along the edge.
Right. Okay. Or else you'll fall through. So what celebration is tied to this fear?
I think it would have something to do with like I want to say like a lunar thing. Something to do with like the tides and the way like the tides flow in the moon in this weird donut shaped world.
Ooh, okay. So something happens during the moon cycle that causes the ocean around the fracture to do what?
I think just to be more violent than normal. Ooh, it just turns into one giant fucking maelstrom.
Oh my god, a seasonal maelstrom?
A lunar maelstrom.
The lunar maelstrom. Okay. So, how is this lunar maelstrom celebrated?
It's not celebrated, but you try to ward it off. Oh, I think they have huge celebrations to encourage people to not sail during this time. You go back to land and you go visit your families and you stay on land during this time.
So it is a celebration of as stated
family
earlier,
and-
the
yeah,
others
yeah.
around you. Right. I really
family
like that.
and community.
Okay. Will you draw something on the map for me to signify that? So, Masood, is this the giant hole in the center?
I think you said 75% of the right.
Oh, I was joking about the 75%.
I thought it was an essential truth.
That was a bit. No.
Oh my god.
I was doing a bit on you. This is gonna be.
Yeah,
It is.
it's more like 92%. Keep going
Don't
bigger.
betray my goodwill.
Masood is like holding up like a fucking protractor.
I
and
really
shit.
was like, what is the estimate of the 90%?
It
Masood,
looks
should
like a
look
donut.
it should look like a jump rope.
No,
or
it
a
should.
rubber band.
I'm losing my
Can
mind.
it look
should
like a
look
rubber
like
band?
Donut.
It looked like Make it look like a scrunchie, so there's some ridges.
I
Yeah.
can't select it. We're an owl now, guys.
Okay, so Carlos, if you will, Carlos, while Masood fixes this, you're gonna answer the next prologue question.
This is too distracting. I don't know if I can.
I don't want to like stop and make everyone on the stream watch Masood draw a smaller hole. I
Why?
just don't think that
This
that's
is
fair.
Freaking good
We're here for
television.
3 hours,
The
baby.
issue is I can't select the thing to delete it.
You can
I'm
do
a
it, Masood.
grandpa,
You
I
have to send
get
it to the back. You have to send the big one to the back if you do that.
No, send it to the front.
I just
Thanks
want
for
to
having
like,
us.
should I highlight it all?
We deserve this.
Should I highlight them
God.
both? Is that the best method? Like,
Katie, will you
no, I can't
please
get it.
move the document so everyone can see Masood
I
struggle?
feel embarrassed for Masood.
No.
All right,
Support your
Carlos,
friend.
you're gonna answer one of these questions now. All right.
Okay, which one?
Okay, you're gonna pick. Joke's on you. Between the first one, which is death and taxes are the only constants in life. Who do we pay taxes to?
Ooh.
Or
Or
name one group that is traditionally wealthy in our society. Name another who has supplanted them recently.
supplanted them?
Taken their spot.
Ooh.
Pushed
I didn't
them
know
out.
That was a word.
Yeah.
I didn't know that was a word.
Word.
Death and taxes are the only constants in life. Who do we pay taxes to?
I finished, guys.
That small hole is wonderful, Masood.
Excuse me? Excuse me?
Full
Excuse
20.
me.
Thanks for having us.
I didn't say your small hole is wonderful. I said that small hole is wonderful.
All right, this is where we get banned. It's been great.
See, this is why I lobbied for a late night slot, and you guys were like, "No,
Oh my god, I'm
prime
so
time,
sorry.
baby."
I'm so sorry. I'm so
Alright,
sorry.
so now
There are
I
people
draw
will-
stuff.
Yeah, I believe you.
Yeah, now you draw something to represent either the festival
Maelstrom.
or the continent around it or the maelstrom.
Okay.
Whatever you feel
Draw
needs to be seen.
a really angry rain cloud with like grumpy eyebrows.
Carlos, what answer are you thinking of?
This is so hard. I don't know. This is like several nations, but I have to think of one tax that they all pay.
You can tell me just a specific nation.
Okay. Then I gotta invent a nation. Wow, I suck at this, guys.
That's what the whole game be about.
Oh my
Falling
god.
in this game, and this is terrible. Just so you know.
Oh, no.
Oh, Solani, I like where we're going.
So bad.
What are you doing?
We're
That's the maelstrom.
drawing a
The
maelstrom,
love-
baby.
I love the
It's
tiny
beautiful.
tornado. It's
It's-
incredible for
I-
me.
Oh, wow.
I can't wait till we make this our actual map that we play on. As
No.
they pull out their world map, it's this. Like
Oh
a
my
cartographer
God.
made this. I love it.
Recently
Here's our
fired
landmass.
cartographer. All right,
Okay.
riddle me this.
What?
Oh, there was just a bold decision on our map all of a sudden. Is this the
Oh.
continent outline? So are these the
So I would say like outside of this is like the land, and like around the maelstrom and like the innards is the oceans.
Hell yeah, I like
Okay.
that.
I wish there was a paint fill option.
I
Okay, so this
know.
in here is the ocean, and then outside we have land masses that we should probably break up at least.
Yeah, like
There is a fill. Like you can
is there a
paint with-
fill? Where
Yeah,
is
you
it?
can just paint with the fill on.
How
so-
do I do that?
So
Freehand?
are you using the freehand or are you using the polygon?
I'm using the paintbrush, the freehand. Yes.
Yeah, so the first box is the stroke,
Oh.
and then the second box is the fill.
But that's just it's still a line.
Yeah,
Right.
or you can use the polygon line tool and like that'll work with it.
Oh.
So
Okay, let me try this.
All right, well, Solani works on
Oh.
Oh, that's I just clicked on the polygon tool and it just created something. Hang
oh,
on.
I just made that one.
Oh,
Oh,
you made
oh,
it.
okay.
Yeah,
sorry,
yeah. I was just
animated.
double checking.
All
It's
right.
just Carlos doing witchcraft.
Witchcraft. Okay, so taxes, what do people pay? I think because there is a giant fracture
We
that
just throw our
is
money into it. I'm sorry.
kind of eating this world up because it's sucking everything in. I think that it's just known that everyone here has to kind of be pushing the borders of their land out as it gets sucked away. So it's just known that like while your land might be 5 miles from this other guy's house, over time it will shift and start moving because you have to redistribute your land as it goes.
So this is a revelation. You're telling me that slowly but surely the land masses are being pulled into the rupture.
Yeah.
The
So I
fracture.
think they have to like keep moving it or extending it. And I don't know which direction. I guess it would be either direction, right? It could be like, it doesn't have to be just like the center. I guess it could be outside as well.
Or is it like it's causing the water to push out? So like they're losing shoreline every
I think
year?
they're losing shoreline. That's all.
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
if like instead of like the planet like really rotating or anything, it's like folding in? You know, like those sensation toys where you like they constantly like rotate over when you put your arm down it and stuff.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
like the
like-
whole, so that's why it's pulling stuff in and then forcing stuff out the bottom.
That makes
Oh.
that
Is that wild?
No, I like
theoretically-
that.
Theoretically, that also means there's a point where the twists meet. Like, you know what I mean? Like around there would be 2 points around where the turning points connect. Does that make sense? Like,
No.
like if we're looking about it from like from a point of physics, and like as a circle.
Okay,
Like, and a
I
and
was
as a
talking
circle
about
and
like a
30
dog toy and you made it math.
I was like a circle, like we take a circle in a 3-dimensional space,
Right.
and I twist my hands like this, right? I
Right.
twist them like that. I
Mhm.
twist them like this up here. I'm
Mhm.
twisting in the same motion. When they meet,
Twisting.
they're still twisting like there's a moment where the directions of twist connect. So like
Yeah, I understand. Like
I don't.
Chuck
But-
Berry.
like if
Like
you were
what?
like if you
What?
because if you were to make this donut, it would be like a line.
It would be a pretzel.
Yeah, it would be a pretzel. Yeah, you take this line and you turn it and you continue like.
The donut world is pretzeling. Fact.
I think that's I'm gonna write that down.
The
That's
donut
my mind.
world is
Is
pretzeling.
pretzeling.
Like it's
I'm right.
it's reforming itself, like because it's
I love
twisting in.
it.
on
So
it.
it's
Yeah,
I think
spreading
constant-
itself out. It's stretching
Yeah,
out
it's
like
in like
taffy.
constant flux.
It's
yeah.
like constantly turning itself, like
Ah,
rotating
okay.
itself. That's like twisting it.
That's terrifying.
Because that's what you would do.
It
with the
does
dough,
give us
right?
an immediate conflict.
twist it,
It
and then you like fold it.
does. So, and then who are we paying taxes to stop this?
I guess the world, right? Like ourselves, our government,
Ooh.
each
Well,
government.
you tell me. So, is there a society that is above all governments that all governments answer to? Right, like
No,
sort of like
I
the
don't think so.
UN of
I think it would-
tax collecting to stop this problem, or is it have we not united against this cause yet?
Yeah, I think every nation is doing its part, but how they're doing it is different in each place, right? Like it could be more equal in some, or it could be like, hey, we're taking your land over in others.
Okay. So, all the governments, is it fair to say that all of the governments are currently taxing more to stop the pretzeling?
Is,
Yeah, I think
the-
so.
does that therefore mean the pretzeling is a more recent?
I
fear?
think I picture it like this. Like if we look at this picture right now, where all that icing was, it used to be a perfect icing line. And
Oh,
then
shit.
over time, some nations are doing their part, some are not. Like everything is moving.
Okay,
So, yeah.
will you draw a landmark on this map to represent that?
A landmark, like a research facility.
Yeah, whatever you think you should draw about the taxes of
Oh.
this world, of this realm.
If I make a suggestion, you're the one
Yeah.
to kind of bring up the fact that there are multiple nations. So maybe it's dividing what's left into the states, like drawing those lines.
Okay.
Yeah, if you wanted to be the great partitioner of the different nation spaces, we can do that as well.
So what is this blue area?
That's
not
the
good.
ocean, and then
That's
the
the ocean.
center is the donut hole
The Maelstrom, yeah.
And with
Gotcha.
the Maelstrom that
with the
pull-
maelstrom.
Gotcha. Cool. So I will draw a couple like dotted lines to represent nation lines.
Perfect. Cool. All right. Well, you do that. To answer the next question is the lovely TK. TK. Pick one of the following to answer. 1. What is the price of magic? Who usually wields it? Or 2. What new technology can be found in every home? What members of society has it displaced? What are you thinking about those two, TK?
So I'm gonna do the first one. What's the price
Ooh.
of magic? And piggybacking off of Carlos's answer, magic requires the sort of massaging of natural law. So essentially, like every spell that's cast, changes natural law like irrevocably. No one can fly becomes no one can fly except under these circumstances. Essentially, it changes the laws of like nature and science. And so every time you use magic, it essentially breaks down the laws of reality as we know it to reform a new reality.
That is very cool. And I'm now extra interested to hear the second question. Who usually wields it?
No one is supposed to.
Ooh,
I imagine
yes!
that it's like magic in like Dragon Age, where they're like,
Kaya
you better
is
not.
fucking up reality
Oh,
so fucking bad.
tasty
You
little,
better
a
not.
tasty
Doing
little
it.
let's outlaw
It is-
magic.
Everybody is now a wild magic sorcerer.
Because I was
Oh.
imagining.
Oh my god.
Is that what the like propaganda becomes? Like magic is the
Ooh,
reason of the
yeah.
pretzeling.
I
So
can
like
imagine
that's
Magic
like
caused the pretzeling. Okay,
it's
because here's what I was
unnatural, like
thinking.
magic. Yeah,
I
yeah.
was these are like things that I was thinking as a DM, but kind of like keeping to myself as I was doing them. And I do want to bring this up because I was thinking, what if the mana rupture made it so like people who like wizards and stuff who had to study to cast their spells versus like sorcerers for whom magic was innate, like the act of being able to be a wizard stopped because you couldn't pull that magic from anywhere. The magic had to be innate. Right? And it was only those who could use to harness nature's magic or that had magic innately that was able to do magic. So I think maybe I'll take your tasty little magic is illegal now. Ooh,
Yeah.
I've always wanted to play with that trope.
Yeah, it could also be that like mana vaults are magic that come from other planes or other worlds, since magic is so heavily regulated in that realm. So they need to get that magic from somewhere else.
Okay.
And as we said, at the center of our world sits a mana vault, and it's the cause of the rupture. So whatever is linking the mana vault, if people are drawing, the mana vault is the reason for people to get their powers.
Or what if it was the reverse?
Ooh.
And it was another world that was drawing magic from this world, and that is causing the pretzeling.
It's like the pretzeling is like allergies where other mana is like introduced to it or something, but at the cost of like their own white blood cells.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, TK, what landmark are you going to place on the map for this secret that you've divulged to us?
Can I write oops, no gravity?
At the a true gift to me would for you to tell me which of these countries is strongest anti-mage and perhaps give it a name.
Ooh. I'm going to call this one. I'm gonna have to zoom in a little bit. I'm gonna have to zoom in.
This drawing's kind of breaking my head.
No.
It's the pretzeling.
The water.
No, I love the water. Like,
the pastry, part, which
Okay.
is
Okay,
breaking my brain.
Donut, right?
I actually thought of the
Donut.
water as being more the frosting.
Okay.
I think the
frosting is slowly
the
shrinking.
land is the frosting.
Right.
Yeah,
Right?
kind
The
of.
land is
yeah.
the frosting. This is obviously okay. So this is where the Maelstrom hangs out in the fractured mana vault, and then
Right.
we have like the oceans around here,
If they would like be a
and then the
separate
land
frosting,
mass
yeah.
begins here, and I think oceans are here.
I think the landmass will curve a little bit, but then there's
Right.
still mostly. I would
Is
say
there-
they're probably mostly ocean on the bottom side.
And maybe
Is there-
that's the issue. Like it's like that. Like it's pushing up and out. So it's like from the water. Don't worry, we'll explain it. I'll go over it one time.
Okay, so it's the donut. I'm
It's
sorry.
the donut. No, but I do like the
Consume.
idea of like the Maelstrom and the mana vault like being a sense of like gravitational also force. It's like pulling water in and maybe pushing it out like it was being drawn from somewhere out.
Mm-hmm.
Like
So is there water there?
Maleficaris.
Yeah, I'm calling it after
Maleficarum.
the Maleficarum, the witch's hammer.
Is
Sorry, I'm
there-
just so jazzed.
Is there is there water on this side too?
On the backside?
On kind of like as you
Yeah.
get
I
closer
would-
to the edge, do you start coming to like
Yeah, I think that
the thing curves a little bit, but I think the majority of the backside will probably be water.
Yeah, water.
yeah, I think
as
it's like that
pushing it out.
frosting stopping point, and so like the water would begin on this white.
Yeah,
so it's like the
'cause,
frosting
this is
stops
all the land that's
and
left
the water
in the donut.
begins.
hmm.
All right.
Oh, actually, like that donut made it pretty clear because you could see where the frosting also on top.
Yeah, the frosting like
Yeah.
ends.
And then on the inside circle, it'd basically be like that, except the frosting is being like pushed out. So it's more of the inside pulling out.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
see. I see.
so you can start climbing down the side of land and then there's just going to be water in front of you?
You're not even climbing down though, because gravity would keep you on the same plane. Like it's all pulling you towards the inside.
Right.
You just reach a coast.
At a certain point though, you would be able to enter into water.
Yes.
Yes, exactly. You could walk into water
So it's a water donut we're making here.
Yes, with
Yeah.
land
Exactly.
icing.
with land.
Gotcha.
icing.
Yeah, water donut, land icing. It
Did
is
you hear
also a
that, chat?
pretzel.
Did you hear it? It's a water donut.
It's a water donut.
Land
Yeah.
icing.
I like to think that Maleficaris is like so militantly anti-magic because theirs was the first nation that was like negatively affected by magic in that way. Like maybe they had like a proud legacy of magic and now their land is like barren and has mountains and shit.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's
Alright.
great.
All right.
They're like, what if they're like secretly the good guys?
Ooh, what if?
And so I think that those are all of the prologue questions, right? Okay, so
Right.
now we get to move on. So the 3 acts are where we will tell the most of this story. Each act has the same structure: a historian phase, 4 story rounds with 4 turns per round, and a biographer phase. Refer to the role game text during gameplay. Before you start, read the guiding principles aloud as a group. I'm going to read them for you. And God, do you want to read them, Carlos?
No.
That's what
I was just being difficult.
Yeah, I know. Guiding principles.
Carlos? No.
1. Name places, not people. Refer to the hero, companions, and people by their archetype and title. Name places evocatively, which I think TK has already done wonderfully. Truth is relative is our next guiding principle. Events are interpreted through the lens of the teller. Each one of you is a person with biases, points of reference, and prejudices, making all of you an unreliable narrator.
Well, but everyone's hot.
But everyone's hot. Thank you.
But everyone's hot.
The final guiding principle: disagree by making up your own facts. Avoid trying to reach for consensus. Use your roles to show your different point of view. So, that's what we needed to read out loud before starting the acts. Let's go for it. Let's start with Act 1, the hero's genesis, shall we?
Can I get that on screen too? Or can
Which
you
part?
send all the rules just so I can like read over it?
Yeah, of course.
Again.
So that was what we just read out loud.
Thanks.
And this is the hero's genesis. All heroes start somewhere. What is this hero's origin? We are now introducing the hero. Now is a chance to establish existing institutions and the cultural norms of the society that sparks the need for this hero, which is going to be super cool. So we're going to the historian phase. So I'm still getting used to this, so everyone be kind to me. All right, so the historian phase plants thematic events and situations into the world at the beginning of the act. Let me share this with you all. At the beginning of the act, begin the phase by drawing one theme card that is shared by all the players. Okay, I'm jazzed about this. Let's draw a theme card. So I'm going to go ahead and deal one card to myself. Wait, the other myself.
It's a good thing it's not just the 4 of us doing this, because...
Ooh, okay. Our first theme card is... Oh, it's not letting me do the blow up thing. Carlos, will you do the blow up-y thing? Are you in GM mode?
I think so, yeah. Hang on.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Futility, which is a great theme. Once a great relic was lost after a long effort, or once a soldier protested a doomed charge. So that is our theme for this round. I'm going to drop that in theme down there. You all can go back to see it if you need to. So that's a historic. So then we are all going to take a turn describing a historical event inspired by the theme card. So each player is going to draw an interpretation of their description on the map as they take their turn. So this phase is going to end once everybody's gone at once. However, we do not need to go in order. So when someone is ready, please describe to me an event based on the theme of futility with either of those prompts, and draw a simple representation of the event onto this beautiful map we've got going.
I think I have one.
Go for it.
Yeah, of course you do.
Well, I mean, it's kind of based on what your last suggestion was, with like Maleficaris like losing their magic early on, and like these mountains erupting. I think now there's a zeal and effort for this nation state to have its own magical inquisition, right? Like looking and trying to control and hold it. But I don't think it always was that case. I think there was a time before the mountains erupted, under the theme of a great relic was lost. Someone took the gem of Maleficaris and threw it into the center of the world.
The gem of Maleficaris and threw it into the center of the world.
Because at one point, some sorcerer somewhere had the harebrained idea that would stop the pretzeling by throwing something like, and instead it caused the land to malform.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, so was this before or after the fracture? The destruction of the Mana Vault.
I think it's after the fracture.
Okay.
I think it's in response, and like that, like, because I think before the idea that magic is bad, there was the notion that maybe magic will save us.
Magic will save us.
And when it didn't, because these people didn't really understand it, they thought they did, but they're in a whole new ballgame now.
Right.
I think it, like you said, the laws of nature changed, and so did the physical realm, the natural land.
Sorry, Peachy Keen in the chat said, damn, like if casting the ring into Mordor was actually the worst idea ever.
No, but yeah, like really
Right.
though, yeah.
Man, will you draw something on the map for me to represent that?
Okay.
That's so rad. Who's going next?
I got nothing.
I have an idea, but I'm not entirely sure how to describe it.
Okay. Would you like
But
to
I was
start, and I can help you along the
thinking,
way?
what if in the time when magic was common, that magic was actually used as a form of currency?
Ooh, I
And
like that.
this currency was minted by some sort of relic
Okay.
that was lost.
A lost relic that signified the trade of currency. Ooh.
A special coin. And after that, the whole system of currency had to change.
You could name it
Which meant
something.
which meant that people who had a lot of this particular, either this magic or whatever form it took, who are once like very powerful and very respected, lost basically all of their value, and the whole fabric of society basically flipped, where those who did not have magic and came to power because they did not rely upon this currency, because they were all poor in regards to this particular currency. And when they had to completely change like their economy and make up for this sudden loss, everything changed.
What do we want to call this form of currency that was essentially a trade in magic?
Well, we can't call it tricks.
Tricks?
We can't call it that.
Okay, well, we're not going to call it tricks.
Okay.
All right, I just wanted to make sure that that was a hard line.
All right. It's been drawn in the sand. I promise. I swear it. What are we thinking?
I'm going through some ideas. Let's see.
Okay. Well, while you think about your idea, TK or Carlos, what his...
No, all I can think about is like historical facts about using magic as currency, and so now I can't think of anything to do with this.
All I can think about is what other people have said.
Yeah.
This is hard.
Same.
You guys can go as a team if you'd like.
Yeah, because I'm just saying that it wasn't super uncommon for magicians during the medieval time to actually use magic to like pay for their room and board by it's a lot like that stone soup story where they're like, if you give me a stone, I'll
And
make
I'm thinking
you
of like an
soup.
actual like physical or like
that's
some sort of physical wrap.
for sure. It just made me think of that, and I was just like, ooh, that's so what a good time. I actually have a whole book about it. It's like one of the most common tricks was putting in like hiding the contents of an egg at the bottom of your staff, and then when you press the staff into a hot skillet, the egg would come out and would cook the egg. You could cook the egg with your staff, and you're just like, haha, egg out of nowhere. But you kind of have to do it like right when you meet that person, because who wants to carry?
Can you just
I'm gonna table this.
Though?
No,
Can you
I'm
imagine
so sorry.
meeting someone for the first time and they just start wowing you by making an egg with their stick? Those are the better times. I wish we can go back to those times.
Okay. Thank you for that.
That's all I can think of.
Okay, we'll build something together. But before we build something together, all three of us, I want to talk to Solani. Solani, what if it was like a gemstone or some sort of ore, right? Some sort of stone that had an innate magic to it, that when the rapture happened, like the magic in that stone stopped.
Ooh, yeah, that would be cool. And I was thinking maybe only people who could actually like use magic were able to kind of, I guess, mint that particular ore or like actually forge with that ore to make the currency of the land.
Oh, so it's like kind of alchemy was a real thing.
But I imagine what if it is like the shape of that stones, but they're mini donuts, perhaps hagstones shaped of the and that could be the old currency.
Yeah.
You know what this reminds me of? That like currency, like the carnations. You guys ever heard like when carnations got like super freaking expensive because like people there was like some Beanie Babies of the world, like it was carnations. They were better than gold. Carnation.
Wow. The flower.
And like the different there's like the more expensive ones were the ones that were like colored a little bit differently, like on the petals or whatever. So all the like, and this only lasted for like 2-3 years. It was like a huge fad, but people spent so much money on them and so much money on the seeds of these like special ones because they figured, oh, I'll be able to plant them and I'll be able to grow them and then make like so much more money next year. But the problem was what gave those plants that like, some of them were like speckled white or speckled red or whatever. What gave them that color was an actual disease that was on the plants. So when they grew them the next year, they wouldn't grow like that. So that's like all I'm thinking about right now is like making magic currency destroyed magic. But
Wow.
like over time, like maybe it builds back up again. And where is it now that it's building back up again? That's what I want to know.
It's on the downside of the donut.
All right, I think I know where I would like to find answers for us, Carlos and TK, as we're all going as a group now. So with the theme futility, both Solani and Masood answered once a great relic was lost after a long effort. So let us take to the or once a soldier protested a doomed charge. So let's the three of us answer that together. And I think I want this to take place in the nation to the left of Maleficaris, because I find it very interesting that it is so small and so, it looks like it is so squeezed, barely holding on to ground in between these two nations. And I'd love for us to hear about a soldier's futile attempt in this pinched nation.
All right, which nation is this? Can you ping it?
Yes, the one to the left of Maleficaris.
Okay. To the left of Maleficaris. Let's see. I think why is it shaped like that? Why is it shaped like that?
I think if honestly we're asking me, I think it's shaped like that because the honestly almost three nations surrounding it are I think they've barely held on to their ground.
Yeah, 100%. And I'm also like wondering what the natural resources in that area have to be like. So I think that nation was forest and is now a desert nation. I think that the doomed charge that that soldier protested was an attempt to expand their borders.
Okay.
Especially as the blight from Maleficaris starts to encroach upon them and eat up more and more of their border, then they're trying to push towards this country over here, and they just keep losing ground. They're being squeezed from both sides.
And Carlos, why do you think this country that's in between these two countries can never get a W? Do you think it's their bad leadership? Do you think it's their lack of resources? What do you think? Why are they cursed to always be on the losing side of things, it feels to them?
The one that's shaped like this?
Yeah, the one that I'm coloring in that's yellow right now. Why do they never win?
I think why did they never win? I think they didn't. Oh man. What if they've moved so much land over time that like the land is super soft? Like it's almost like a swamp at this point. Like you could almost like something too heavy starts to sink. Like everything is sinking very slowly.
What if
like
this
there is a town underneath?
I love that because like that could insinuate for us that this is basically like a sand ocean, and all of the like constructs and stuff that are on top of it are essentially boats, right? Like sent to sail over sand. So you've almost got like this fluid capital that moves and changes. But it is so hard to travel, which is why, Maleficaris or the neighboring country hasn't been able to like finally zap them, right? Because no one has the equipment to traverse their lands. But also they're so focused on not sinking to the bottom of their country that
little shifting sands
that
Venice was a country.
That they've never been able to do anything but that. Solani, you can take your time, but I would love it if you named this country for me.
Oh, okay.
Take your time. No rush.
I got my generator up. It's all right.
All right.
I love that it's like entire country that's just like sand swamp, like quicksand.
I like that a lot.
It's good. It's about what.
Now, question: would it be? Is it hot? Is it cold? Is it both? Because many deserts are both.
Ooh. I love the thought of a cold desert.
Yeah, especially at night with like that lonely moon just like overhead. But and you're like in the boats, and the boats are like rocking on this shifting sand, but there's no like reflection on the sand at all. So you're not even on the ocean.
And when it does snow, it's just another illusion of what is stability. Because the moment any weight is put on it, it's gonna fall through. Like even more so. Like, yeah.
Because sand doesn't freeze over. Water does. Yeah. Sand doesn't. That's so.
I like the idea that there's like roads that are just like rafts all tied together, and it kind of like moves like that.
You'll get there. I promise. It's tied on the other side. It might bend in between.
And houses that are like houseboats, but like kind of also on rafts or whatever. And I like the idea that like you can. They're towns because they're all linked together somehow.
Junk cities
with those,
like the Chinese junk cities. You know how like Chinese pirates used to tie their boats together, their ships together to have whole cities.
I like that. I also like the idea that they that there's like a castle. This nation's like castle is sinking to the ground, and they just keep building on top of it, and they try to like drag it out every year, but then it like every year it just like slowly sinks. So like at the first quarter you lose like the first half of it, in the second quarter the second half of it, until like there's just a single tower sticking out from the ground, and then they have to start it all over again every year.
I think that the soldier who protested against it was more like a general, and then he got blamed and exiled when it didn't work. So maybe he's just like a hermit hanging out in like this sand swamp.
I will say that this is probably the only country that like has something solved with this though. Like,
right.
You know what I mean? Like maybe they don't have to do something else that everyone else has to, or maybe they don't have to worry about something else that someone else has to.
They've already lost so much square footage that, they don't care about like the square footage lost at the end of the year.
Maybe
like I'm sure
they're
many
making
other
a pilgrimage towards the sea on the other side.
Maybe it doesn't, like, maybe this pretzeling or whatever they will be the last country standing. Like when it takes over everything else, they will be the last one.
Right.
It's so hard to grip the sand already. While the other like chunks of landmass take other things with it.
Yeah.
Sand is loose. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So now we're going to move on to our first round. Actually, do you guys want to take a break and then we'll hit our first story round?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So that's the prologue. So after break, we're gonna do our 3 acts. We're gonna meet a hero, and we're gonna learn all about him, and we're gonna learn what their freaking business is. We're gonna get all up in it. Oh boy, you all have already made such a brilliant ephemeral. I cannot wait to see what the rest of it looks like, as I'm sure everybody else is looking forward to it as well. So hey, don't move. Do move if you need to refill your water. But besides that, don't move, and we'll be right back. See you soon. Be right back.
Be right back.
Hey, we're back.
Hey, everybody. We missed you.
We missed you so much.
Did you miss us?
Did you miss us?
Did you miss us?
Hey, what were you doing?
Hey.
You ran into the other room so quickly.
They missed us. We know
they missed us. Turn off your phone.
Hey, did you refill your water? Like I told you to?
Actually, that's what we really need.
What's her name? Let me see.
Is she hot?
Most importantly, are you telling them about us?
Can I have her number?
The show?
Yeah, they know about me.
Do they know about us?
Do they?
What do you know about?
I saw you liked their pictures at 2 a.m. last night.
Yeah, and I
Kinda
get
weird.
it. They had been working out recently. I understand.
But also, one is from 2016.
Yeah,
All right,
that
so
follow
there's going
when
to
you
be
were
three
dating.
You gotta go
acts
all the way
of
back.
this storytelling round. So there are going to be three. So 3 acts in each act, 4 rounds. Did we understand that?
Yes.
All right. So in each round, each player will take a turn as one of the roles: the cartographer, a companion, a witness, and a lore keeper. At the end of the round, the roles will rotate. Okay? At the end of 4 rounds, each player will have performed each role once. This marks the end of story rounds for the act. In Act 1, a companion is introduced in each round. At the end of Act 1, there will be 4 companions who have told their story. So, at the beginning of the Act 1's first story round, the roles are distributed. One player will volunteer to be the cartographer.
Sure.
Solani, thank you. Thank you for being my favorite. That's as easy as it. All right, Solani. You will notice that I have poorly written the first 2 letters of each person's name here
Ma.
to the
Pla.
right.
Ka.
It's not my best work, but it is
Why
technically
didn't you
work.
use the text tool?
I'm a clown. Thank you. Okay. One person will volunteer to be cartographer. Thank you, Solani. And from that, the other 3 roles of companion. So companion goes next. Witness goes after that. No, fuck. Wait, where's the witness? Oh, there's.
Can I get a witness?
Can I get a witness?
I was counting down the moments. Sounds like Carlos is the one who chose it
for
first.
sure.
God. Okay. Well, I pull the witness card out. Where did it go? Where did my witness card go?
That make me
I ate
the
it.
lore keeper.
Perhaps.
Okay, let's go.
Oh, can I just switch?
I'll be the witness.
Oh,
Companion.
You can deal out the card that you want.
I can. I know. I'm in the middle of doing that. Because I'm bad at remembering how to do Roll20 good sometimes. You know how it is.
Is it a card?
It is.
Where's it from?
It's in the
deck?
roll deck.
Which deck is that? The top one?
No, under decks it's called roll cards, and then I just need the witness assigned to.
You just hit deal, right?
What? Well,
Right?
no.
Doesn't that work?
Mm-mm.
Oh no, there's usually a choose button. How come there's not a choose button?
Oh,
I
you
don't
can
know.
go. Okay, so you can go to the decks and allow a choose.
Oh, that's what I'm looking for.
Go into the deck settings.
Allow
so it's
choosing,
Yeah, there it is.
GM choose.
Yeah, it's probably
show
turned
friends.
off
There
by
we go.
default.
There we go. Thank you, TK.
No
Look at
problem.
that problem solving. So now when you play the game, you know the answer to this.
All right, I'm still doing a bad job. Okay, so, well, Carlos, will you just deal the witness to TK?
what?
Deal the witness role to TK. Will I continue to explain things?
What? I thought Carlos was the witness.
It's
Carlos
gonna
is
go.
companion.
Carlos is companion. TK is witness, and then
Alright,
Masood is lore keeper. Thank you.
Mhm.
The roles will rotate clockwise. Thank you, Carlos, for stopping my immediate clowning. My best friends are in this room. All right. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to set out 4 companion cards face up. So let's do that. Let's deal 4 companion cards to me. Unless someone else wants to place them out, but I don't imagine that would be the case. So we're going to learn about 4 of the hero's companions this round. We are going to learn about one of their allies. Ooh, you fought at the hero's side. What did you accomplish? We are going to learn about someone that the hero rescued. Ooh. Ooh, the hero changed your life forever. Was it for the better?
Oh.
We're going to meet the hero's mentor.
Bum-ba-dun-dun.
You guided the hero at one point in time. What lessons did you impart? And we're going to meet a monster. And it says, Oh, it won't let me do it. There we go. You were human once, and I'm going to edit that to say you were mortal or a being once. Now people call you a monster. Turn your face card over. So those are the 4 people we're going to meet this round. I'm excited to see them. So we are going to, at the beginning of the first round, 1 player will volunteer to be the cartographer. Yep, the roles will rotate each round. Stud out 4, and then we go. So, Solani, you're going to be our cartographer to start. So you're going to begin the round by looking over the map and briefly narrating the recent events from next round. Basically, since that was a setup round, you can just sort of summarize or maybe elaborate on recent things that people have added to the map.
Let me add. So I did come up with a name for the
did
desert
you?
area.
Nice.
I would love to hear it.
It is. That is so small. I cannot see if I'm spelling it right. Why is that so small?
I believe
Jim Belushi.
I believe it defaults on font 16.
Okay, we gotta make that bigger. Select, please. Select that. Thank you.
So, but what your turn is going to be throughout this first round, Solani, is as you hear people talking about their turns and what they're deciding on your turns, you are going to draw on the map to reflect your interpretation of the round. And so then at the end of the round, you're going to pass it to the left. The flavor text is, maps are a composite of navigation, history, political might, and persuasion. It is not if a map contains lies, but for whom.
Okay.
So,
do I do that at the end of the round or just do that during?
you just do that during the round.
Okay, cool.
So I'm not going to make you recap all the stuff that we just did, unless you would like to. Would you like to give a recap for everybody?
No, I think we can move on. I think we can do that. All right, which means we move to the companion's turn, and Carlos, you're going to be the companion first. So, Carlos, I'm going to deal to you 2 theme cards.
Do it.
I'll do it. I'll frickin' do it.
I don't even give a heck.
You wouldn't
should
even
just
dare.
do it.
So,
Wow.
you are going to pick one to define your story, and you're going to discard the other one.
Okay.
Then you are going to
there they are.
choose one of the 4 companion cards that we dealt earlier that are available to you. And then we're going to randomly draw a face card to see what face we're assigning to this person. And then once... Okay, there's not that many rules. Okay.
I'm trying to read these cards and trying to figure it out. And
all right, so first and foremost, we'll take it one baby step at a time. First, pick a theme that you want to explore.
Okay. Can I share them right now? Do I have to share them with everyone?
Go ahead and deal them out on the floor. All right.
Out on the floor.
So you are exploring either renewal or vengeance. Renewal, once a land laid abandoned and spoiled, or once a moment of reflection provided insight. Or renewal, or vengeance, sorry. Once a great vengeance was wreaked and affected many.
And this is like an event that happened to me or to...
Yeah, so what you're going to do is you're going to pair one of those theme cards with one of the available companion cards that we've dealt.
One of the cards on the bottom?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
I feel like it should be rot, but...
You fought at a hero's side. What did you accomplish? Hero changed your life forever. Was it for the better? Mm-hmm.
Well, that's what we need to find out.
The hero at one point in time. What lessons did you impart? Mm-hmm.
Is the green thing at the center of the mana vault? Is that what that's supposed to be?
That was the great artifact that was tossed in,
Okay.
I believe.
Okay. So this is a story about me, right?
Yeah, you're gonna tell the tale of one of the heroes' companions. So the monster in the hero story, the mentor in the hero story, the rescued person in the hero story, the ally in the hero story.
Okay.
So
I'm gonna tell.
So yeah, basically the duty of the companion, whoever's being the companion on the companion's turn, is to tell a story of the companion you pick and the hero.
Does the hero have a name yet, or no?
No.
Or is it? Oh, okay.
We've not
Is
yet
this
named the hero.
Gotcha.
All right. So are you linking renewal and monster?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. So now I'm going to deal you a random face card.
Ooh.
One face card to you, except for you're going to lay it out. Oh, did I just deal one to everyone, or did I?
No.
Oh, I dealt one to me. Oh no, can I? No, I dealt one to you. Cool, great. I had the option to steal it. I didn't realize that was even something I could evilly do. I shan't steal a card from you. So go ahead and place that face up for us to see. But then, as this is a monster, we are going to turn it over.
Face
Ooh. Okay, so
That's a
before it's turned. Oh, this is a beautiful face. Now we are
is there like a
going to-
monster's face on the back?
I don't think so. I think we
just
just
just the back of it. Okay.
yeah, I think it's just the back of it as they are not that anymore.
Allegedly.
Ornate necklace.
Now, with these three elements, tell a story about this companion and how they intersected with the hero. Tell this story from a first-person point of view, using I instead of the third person.
Oh my god, this is so hard.
This is the hardest game I've ever made Carlos play.
This is very difficult.
Play a role in this game, or
play a role while
play.
you watch other two people play a role. You know what I mean? Like, okay.
I know this is like more challenging improv, which is kind of why I like it.
It's doing 3 at one time, but like it's all exposition.
So I would like to hear. It doesn't have to be long. You can just. It is a story about renewal, from the monster in this hero's story.
So it's once a land abandoned and spoiled. It involves a monster or a human, someone that was human, that was now people call a monster, right? Okay. Okay. Cool. Getting this right. So do I have to tell like the entire beginning, middle, and I don't know? Do I just tell you like, yo, I saw this thing go down over here?
You can tell me just of a certain, just a specific circumstance.
Do it in Wanch's voice.
Don't.
No, because Wanch is dead.
I was about to say, Wanch?
Yeah, no one knows that because you guys didn't see that stream because we did it in private. But Wanch died. All our characters died on that stream.
Yep.
Shishua.
It was a TPK.
Shishua, A-okay.
Everybody else super dead.
Shishua, lay down, close their eyes, left one open.
Everyone died, and Shishua was just like, why am I here? Caught a bus.
So I am thinking that, there's this, so I'm telling the story of this hero that comes to town. Am I following these people? This is so weird.
No, you're telling it from the story of the monster.
No, I'm telling it from a third party that watched this happen, right?
No, you're telling it from first person. You're using I statements. You, for this specific circumstance.
I saw this monster.
No, you are the monster. You're the monster at the end of this book.
So that card was me then.
You get to be that card. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Because we flipped it over. Okay, I got confused.
No, well, I mean that was what you once looked like, I guess is to say.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
we turned that card over because there's been some sort of metamorphosis.
You only became hotter.
Gotcha. And I think I became hotter by so
Putting on a crop top.
So I think I keep hearing the story like I think I was the right hand of this hero, kind of like not like a sidekick or a lackey or anything like that, just like we were a team, but like secretly everyone knew Batman versus Robin. And I think this hero completely let me down in this one area that's circled over here. It's the country inside a country, where actually it's kind of like a forbidden area, and that's where I live now. As a God, remember that game where you're like that little dude and everything you touch hits the ball and it keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger.
Katamari Damacy.
Yes.
Yeah. We have that game in this world. And
Okay.
and that's me, but with glass. So like this entire area, like once we set foot in this area to explore, because this dude was all like, yeah, this place is dope, like let's be the first people to like actually explore it. As soon as I stepped foot on it, my body turned to glass. Once it shattered, all the glass around it started to be absorbed as well. So I kind of just like roll around this desert as like this glass person.
Is it a glass desert?
Yeah. Well, it's kind of like shards of glass everywhere. It's not a flat plane of glass.
So now you are the glass entity of this desert of shards?
Yeah. Which sucks.
Honestly, one word to describe it: bummer.
It's a total
that's
bummer.
Pretty
It's a total bummer.
fucking metal. If I don't,
I can see why there'd be like
It's
a
actually-
lot of resentment held in you for like, because this is a hero, they're supposed to protect you and stuff. But
Mm-hmm. This guy
Also, Katie May,
sucks.
it's technically literally glass. It's not metal. It's literally glass.
Nice. Metal.
all
That's
right.
all the same
So
stuff.
now,
does Masood have to still work with us?
No.
I mean, I don't know. That might be the call where I get the cut. That might have been
that
the
might
line.
have been in. All right. Okay, so now we're gonna move to the witness after that lovely first person story from Carlos. Thank you very much, Carlos. We're gonna move to the witness. The third person to go in a story round. This is gonna be TK. Look to the part of the map where the hero / last companion is not. So don't go to the shard desert.
Right. No desert of shards.
Take some previous event, perhaps from the historian round, and describe how it moves forward. You don't need to tell a story, just share some facts. At the end of this round, you're going to pass this card to the left lore keeper, but I'm keeping track of that, so you don't have to worry about it.
Okay.
The flavor text here is, meanwhile, the islands of Terraria continued to have mysterious disappearances of lore birds. The island has become silent without their knowing songs.
Jesus. Okay, so the historian round was like the prologue stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
Woo! All right.
Oh, that's so cool. It just sunk in. Like the prologue was told from the historian's perspective, like it kind of like a cosmogony, like a genesis of the.
Okay,
character. I'm very.
This
in love
game
with
is good.
This game is very good. Yeah, I like its theming.
So I want to go back to the celebration for the flow of the tides.
Ooh.
I think and I just say like a small thing. I think the witness is the witness a person, or it's just like a random anecdote?
I think that this serves as the Greek chorus in my mind, right? Like what was the other fact essential to the story at this time? You know, what is the foreshadowing of future events?
Oh, okay. So this is a lore book in Skyrim.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I think that I think that there hasn't been. I think that there was once a maelstrom that swallowed 2 continents at a time.
Oh my god. Okay, so there was 2 continents lost during a maelstrom.
Yeah, very like Atlantis. Like this maelstrom lasted 6 weeks and swallowed 2 continents.
Oh my god. Okay, so a 6-week maelstrom that swallowed 2 continents. What is this event known as?
Lasted 6 weeks and
Swole.
The swole.
the swollening. No.
No. I love this because if you look at this continent right here and this continent right here, like they're already being consumed by the like growing ocean. So like those could be the ones
this country barely's got anything left. The one that's
Right.
down from Wait, say it for me one more time.
Arenacia. Well, this one
Arenacia.
Is that part of Arenacia? That little strip there too?
No, I
don't
think that's a separate country that's like 80% gone, which is so spooky. And I would love to learn about this dying kingdom at some point.
And we have this one over here that's kind of like Michigan, where it's split now. You know what I mean? Like,
right. Oh yeah, you're right. Oh, that's so interesting. Okay, so so you did the witness. You witnessed. All right. You shared the fact that the two continents were swallowed. Cool. So we're gonna go now to the Solani, if you will draw something on the map to represent that, and then
I'm trying to think of what it was called.
And then we're gonna go to while you think about that, I'm gonna describe what Masood's turn looks like. So Masood, you're gonna be the lore keeper for this first round. You are going to briefly describe a piece of lore that reflects some of the culture of this realm. For example, it could be a song, a poetry, a mural, a fable, theater, slang. You could give me a fun slang word, a myth, a cultural movement, or a game or a sport. This example, in response to the cruelty of the Chevalier, the people began to informally call a person showing cruelty a chev.
Oh. Okay. Some culture of the realm, or some piece of lore.
Mm-hmm.
So, I think... I think there's a song that's sung in this particular country. I think it's a lament of the great capital that once stood at the coast.
Oh, okay. And will you ping which country it is for me again?
Oh, the one we've been talking about, the one that's been swallowed.
The Dying Kingdom.
There's like an essence of like Atlantis almost. Like it is now in the ocean. Our great civilization. We have ancients, we have ruins, but we can't even access them. And so it's like it's a song lamenting that. And 1 second, I think I can get it.
Are you grabbing your accordion? Because I'm gonna lose my fucking mind.
Are we allowed props?
If Masood walks back on screen holding an accordion, I'm gonna end the stream.
Can we have props?
And no.
I was told no props.
One prop per stream, and if Masood walks back with a prop, then
if he comes back with a prop,
he's called it. Ooh, the Drowned Lands is a great name, TK. Thank you for that.
Everyone else can have props.
Thank you.
I feel like we all
that was
can have
Solani.
I read the page earlier.
God.
We're all out of props.
I read the card and it said song, so like in a moment I went out and I think
we're all out of props. You want me to get a prop?
Should
I get a prop? Katie seems like she really wants me to get a prop.
Right now, but I assume it's great.
I feel like
I'm back.
I would excel if I had a prop right now.
Dude, you do visual comedy all the time. You just
what?
Me, like,
how dare gags. You? First of all, how dare you? Second of all, thank you.
Oh, no.
I
Are we still doing this? Are we still going with this? Okay.
Masood, did you ever learn how to play that thing?
We're about to find out. Please sing me the song of the sinking kingdom.
I'm playing the interlude. It's the opening notes. I think it really is like.
It's a deep burn.
I know for a fact you just did a Dead by Daylight stream where you admitted that you haven't played that thing in like 6 months.
No. Some of the keys are only a little sticky. It's fine.
All right.
Why are they sticky?
Everyone be quiet. Masood's song starts now.
Oh, okay.
There once was a kingdom far for thee, along the coast of the branding sea. But then the storm came drowning it out, and now we have no architectural clout. We're lost.
We're lost.
We're lost at sea. We're lost.
We're lost.
Even though we're free, we're lost without our home. We're lost without our home, so we go and roam. Yeah, That's it.
I know that song.
really
I didn't know you were gonna
good.
sing that song.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
really
yeah.
incorporated that.
That
I
was
got it at the end.
good.
Yeah, thank you.
Guys, that was good.
Okay.
That was really good.
I did musical improv. I was on
Yeah.
a mint team.
It's a good
Oh
time.
shit, Studio
Yeah.
B.
For the notes, what are the important parts that we need to remember?
He called the C the branding C, and I picked that up.
Branding
I would love if the words architectural clout did not make it into the notes, but that's gonna be
I forgot about them until you brought them up. So
that's gonna
they're
be
definitely
on
going in there.
your shoulders.
but I think that's the energy truly of the lost. Like that's what's lost is like the physical beauty, the structures that they built, what were meant to be testaments to stand the test of time.
Right.
Can't. Yeah.
Okay. With this first round done, we are now going to shift everything to the quote unquote left, which means that we are now going to, for this whole round, Carlos, you are going to be the cartographer. So we're going to, so we finished the first round. We're starting a new one. I'm going to bring the monster over here to this companion's place and lay the theme renewal underneath the face card just so we can remember what the theme was if we want to go back and check this out. But we are now starting round 2 of 4 for Act 1 with the cartographer. So Carlos, your job in this round is mostly going to be to draw as people talk about their improvements to this world. But you are supposed to begin the round by looking over the map and briefly narrating the events from the last round.
I'm not gonna be able to do that. I have no idea what Masood even talked about that.
I can sing it again. Let me grab the accordion. I'll do it one more time.
Let's all just recap in one sentence. How about that?
Okay.
They'll make it go a little bit faster. Glass guy got tricked by the hero, and now he's kind of like the Sandman, but made out of glass.
Okay. And what else happened?
The branding sees something happen there, and the drowning lands also something happened there.
TK mentioned the nations being swallowed up and sort of like, what am I forgetting?
The 2 lost continents of the 6-week Maelstrom took place,
Yes.
as well as the lost castle of the sinking kingdom.
Was there a name?
The
I'll give
Maelstrom
a name.
is called the
It was
Red
a
Storm.
The
There it
Red
is.
Storm.
And I'll give a name. The name of the
Yeah, you want to
country
name that
is
dying kingdom?
Camarano.
Camarano.
It's the name of the company that made my accordion.
Is that legal? I don't know
around
if I
anymore.
want to name.
Are they still around?
Hey,
Oh,
hey,
I
Joe.
Don't call it Camarino, okay? We'll move it around.
That's fine. I'll take it. I just don't want to name
Camarino.
my pure fantasy world after a brand. Let me give me peace.
Camarino. Camarino.
Camarino.
Wait, what is it? C-A what?
Camerino.
Sounds
Camarino.
like that group.
It's a small town in where Italy, Eastern.
Yeah, I think it's
Central Eastern.
wide.
It just sounds like a gambling addiction held statewide. All right. Okay. So
Sounds like a car that only got made for like 2 years.
Yeah,
Truly.
but it's actually what killed the electric car.
Dodge Camarino
Camarino.
had to be recalled in
That's
1986.
That's
That's
canon now.
good.
That's actually what Bayou drives to
Why
work.
you drive the
The
Dodge
Camarino.
Camarino?
Dodge Camarino.
Hell yeah.
all right, TK, you are now the companion for this round. Carlos, your turn is over. You just need to draw things on the map while people talk from now on. Okay.
Ugh.
Don't
Someone
cite
say
me.
something complicated.
So sorry. I'm just updating notes real quick.
That's totally fine.
Thank
So
you.
the companion goes
Yeah.
second in a story round. I've dealt you 2 theme cards. You're going to pick one to define your story and discard the other one. And then you're going to choose one of the available 3. Oh, or do I draw back up? Do I keep up to 4 in this thing?
know.
I feel like I should, even if it's not technically in the rules, so that
Might
we
as
can have
well.
more fun, you know?
Yeah. Well,
Um,
and that way, people don't get stuck with something.
Right. Ooh, okay. So you're going to pick one of your themes and assign it to one of the 4 available companion
Roll the
cards.
bard real quick for the notes.
Bard. So yeah, we got the ally, the rescued, the mentor, and the bard.
Yeah, blow that up real quick so I can see the flavor text if you don't mind.
Oh yeah, for sure. Most of your stories are lies. Did you even meet the hero? So that's that one. So you're gonna take a little gander at
I
those.
love lying. Okay, and the theme cards, please.
I've dealt them.
Oh, are they for me? Let me look.
And then you, as the companion, you get to pick the theme, right? You look at both and then decide.
Yep, and then decide what story you would like to tell.
Got you. And then we can, is this a futility card no longer relevant, or is that?
That was from last round, so we can that was from the historian round, so we can bump that.
Oh, and now we can put the theme cards there. Cool.
Yep.
That's what I thought. Cool.
If you were playing like a physical card game, that would be the discard pile.
Oh, very cool. Okay. Yeah. Oh, and so you would stack it on top of that in that way. Mm-hmm. I like that.
And then over here, we're keeping track of companions and their face cards over on the left.
Oh, nice.
So.
I see.
I'm gonna go with this one.
Ooh, what theme are you playing?
Hunger.
Ooh, once a ravenous need took hold, or once the selfishness of the few led to a terrible scarcity. And pray tell, what companion are you linking this to?
I'm gonna go with rescued.
Oh, so with that, I am now going to deal you a single face card, and we are going to see the face of the person who was rescued with the theme of hunger.
Okay, let me do a very quick. I'm ready.
All right, deal that face card.
Which one of these is the face? Oh, got it. Well, that's not terrible. Oh, you know what? Kind of cute. Don't hate it.
Ooh, okay.
Okay.
All right. Okay.
My wife. Okay, let me.
All right. So, give
that,
me a first person telling of this hero who we've not named or learned much about, and how they rescued you from hunger.
I'm doing a face card description for the notes.
Oh, of course.
We might not have pictures.
That's fair.
Oh, you know what? I should just be copy pasting these pictures in. I'll do it later. Anyway, let's get.
I like the stained glass in the background. Also, there are pendulums on the stained glass.
Well, they're also holding a hammer.
Well, it looks like it's a scale. It looks
like this is some kind of judge.
Like a justice.
Oh.
Like a judge or justice. And I think that's what's going on, yeah.
Even with a heart on the helm. Oh, this is such an evocative painting.
A little gavel.
I can't wait to hear about this person that TK is about to breathe life into.
Ropes. I'm so sorry. Please excuse me. There's like leaves coming out. I like that too.
It's a very good look. Oh yeah, up here in the stained glass.
A stained
spooky nature judge. She's
got
friendly but foreboding. They've got friendly but foreboding eyes. I think there's some secrets there.
Yeah, absolutely. I think we're gonna go with hunger. Once a ravenous need took hold. And this was a need, I think, on their part to create as much artificial land as possible for displaced people. But it definitely, it went south. Like, it went very poorly. And the hero was expected to come in and take care of it. But what they did was get rid of this artificial land that had been created through illegal magical means and leave all of those people displaced and this judge in like shame. So they basically fixed the problem but not like the symptom of it.
What area is it? Can you point?
I think that it is I think it's here.
Oh, that little area.
Oh.
Yeah, like it's getting swallowed up so fast, and I think that they were like, we can't go out, so we'll go up, and so they tried like artificially to grow their trees higher and higher and higher. But the hero was sent to address the use of illegal magic to do that. And they fixed the illegal magic problem, but didn't do anything to actually help the land. And so when I think like a ravenous need took hold, I'm thinking of like the sea, like actually like gobbling up their nation much faster, and the need to like go higher and higher.
So they abolished the magic, but left the people in the hanging.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
I mean, they did the technically right thing by getting rid of the magic, but is it right when all these people were basically left in the lurch?
Okay.
Anyway, that's from her point of view.
That's her point of view. So that's her point of view. So that is, it could be the truth. It could not be the truth, but it is her truth. All right. Now we pass on to the witness, who's going to be Masood this round. Masood, look to the part of the map where the hero, or also known as the last companion, is not. Take some previous event, perhaps from the historian round, and describe how it moves forward. You don't need to tell the whole story, just share some facts. So pick up on something that we've already talked about and tell me how it evolves.
I love that. I think one of the things like I mentioned, I've kind of been obsessed with this connection right here.
Mm-hmm.
That this land used to be one nation, as we can kind of see by the dotted line, before the sea overtook it and pushed the bounds of it. And I would like to think, actually, underneath the sea, the people realized that this land is connected. And so instead of having to go all the way around here, there was a big concentrated effort to build a tunnel underneath the sea level where they knew it was on one side, and just keep digging and digging to the other side where they knew it landed up. So now there's a, instead of having to go all the way around here, and it wasn't easy. Many lives were lost. There were
Right.
The constant fear of what's it called, having a drowning, having not even a cave in, a flood in. And a single flood-in would ruin the entire tunnel. So there was multiple security measures, and like people lost their lives trying to make it happen. But
where did the tunnel start? Can you ping where it started?
It goes between these two countries.
Those two? Okay.
Yeah. Thank you, Cartographer.
Yeah.
Yeah, put in some stuff in there.
All right. So a tunnel was built.
A tunnel was built.
How far did it get?
It's completed.
It's
but
completed?
I think what because Katie, originally I thought it was one country, but Katie May called it two countries. And I like the idea that it once was one nation, but over time it's now two. And so
perhaps the tunnel is a reconciliation.
It's a reconciliation. It's a crossing point. It is also, it's probably the most valuable thing that either nation has of getting to the other side, of like trying to of traveling out. Import export thrives on this tunnel for both of them in a lot of ways. Yeah.
All right. Thank you for that tunnel. Now we're going to the lore keeper, who's going to be Solani for this round. Solani, as the sweet, sweet lore keeper, you are going to briefly describe a piece of lore that reflects some of the culture of the realm. Song, poetry, mural, fable. Tell me about it.
All right, so I'm thinking that this country over on this side is called Sosimbi.
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 Okay.
I'll put it in chat. And the one of the most famous things about this country is the Sosimbi Theater, which is a particular type of art form that is a mix of opera, dance, but the most popular thing is the illusionists. They are sleight of hand individuals who basically they tell stories about like the history and myths and legends of the land, but since magic is not here, they rely on the illusionists to be able to use their sleight of hand skills to mimic magic.
Hello, now you see me. Oh yes.
Can you ping it real quick? Sorry.
Oh, this big country over here.
Over there. Okay.
Okay, so and tell me the name of it one more time.
Sosimbi.
The Sosimbi illusionists
Yes.
are very important to me now. Thank
It takes
you.
a very long time to train to be one.
And they
And
don't.
they are very elite.
And they don't use real magic.
No, absolutely not. And they tend to be the most like anti-magic people. Why are you winking?
Sorry, I just think about the movie Now You See Me too much for an adult who's 25.
What?
Yes, they are.
We will do a group watch of the magic movie Now You See Me 1 and 2 at a different point.
Oh, I saw the first one.
I love both of those movies. They're so unhinged. Okay. All right. So now here at the end of this, we need to learn more about this hero. I'm excited to hear more about them. We need to the hero's genesis. We gotta figure out their origin story. As we start this next round, I'm going to rotate everybody. I'm going to rotate everybody down. So now, TK, you're the cartographer. Carlos, you're the lore keeper. Solani, you're the witness. And Masood, you're going to be the companion.
Cool.
So, TK, starting us off this round as the cartographer, begin this round for us by looking over the map and briefly narrating the recent events from the last round. Did you just scream? You're muted.
I said, Katie Mae, you know I don't pay attention. Anyway. I did scream. Scream. Okay. There is a tunnel between two nations that acts as the impetus for their trade. There is a nation known as Sosimbi that has an elite theater that features illusionists who practice recreating magic through sleight of hand. And there is another nation that the rescued companion is from that used magic to grow the forests so that they could have more land and more homes for their people. The hero got rid of that magic that was doing it and essentially left everybody rescued from themselves.
Okay, don't you love to be rescued from yourselves, gamers?
I love to be rescued from myself.
Alrighty, TK, keep cartographering as we continue on throughout this round, but I'm going to move to...
Dad.
It's me, your daddy. I'm going to deal 2 theme cards to Masood. You're going to pick one of those theme cards and assign it to one of the available companions. And you're going to tell me a story about them. I'd also love to hear... I'd also love for this to be about sort of the hero's origin story, to learn about maybe where they're from or what's up with them. I've also put a new companion possibility on the board, which is the patron. You supported the hero because you saw potential. What did you see in the hero? So go ahead and choose between those 2 themes.
I'm going to choose deceit as a theme.
Okay.
And I think in terms of my theme, I would say the companion I'm going to choose is mentor.
Oh, a deceit on the mentor. Okay. So, I'm now going to deal you a face card that you can put on top of these. And then I'd love to hear first-person view about a story of the hero. Tell me about the hero and how they affected your life. What lessons did you impart But deal that face card first. That's gonna
Yeah,
change
I gotta
a
find the
lot.
voice for it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Judy, I've got it here. Oh, bud.
Okay. I'm looking respectfully.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying, everyone's hot.
Everyone's hot. We
It's
already
the
established
law.
everyone in this world's hot.
Law.
I think
You need your accordion.
I got it.
I must soon find the voice for this character, Carlos.
Okay,
Jeez.
sorry.
They knew nothing of the world. But through my tutelage and guidance, they were reborn. The blade became an extension of their own body, as if it was their own hand. And with it, they became mighty. The ability to tune into that which was special, that the zealots would call magic, was something we practiced in silence. And it is my greatest shame that I told him we weren't alone.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. Now we
Kenny
move.
May eating so good tonight.
Now we move on to Witness. That's going to be Solani for this round. So,
There you go.
please look to a part of the map where the hero and the last companion are not. Take some previous event that we've already talked about and describe how it moved forward. You don't need to tell the whole story, just share some facts about it to me. With me. Together.
Okay, so what I'm thinking is at the theater, Sosimbi. Like one of the, there's like lots of different theaters. Like Sosimbi, there's not like actual like one Sosimbi theater. That's just like the name of the art form.
Mm-hmm.
But at one of the, I would say like the capital of Sosimbi, there is a Fire Crest festival. It's a very famous festival where one of the, like everybody tries to get tickets, and it's a huge thing, and it's like the biggest Sosimbi theater event. And at this particular one, one of the most famous actresses or illusionists, who was all known as the Pearl of the Sands, was performing an illusion, and she disappeared, and no one has seen her since.
What? The disappearing illusionist. I want to know more about them. Okay, I just want to make sure that we got the name of that country on the board.
What is the name of the capital city?
Good question. Let's see. What's a good name for a capital city? Let me think on that.
Okay.
All right. Okay, so then the fourth person is the lore keeper for this turn. That's Carlos. Do not pull out an instrument. Briefly describe a piece of lore that reflects some of the culture of the realm. It could be song, poetry, mural, fable, theater, slang, myth, cultural movement, saying, sports.
Song?
I know you keep ducking underneath us a bit, but every time I'm like, oh god, there's really an instrument under
There's
there.
nothing here. There's literally like a stool. That's all.
I really thought you were gonna pull out. There's just this acoustic guitar.
It's
His
still working.
keyboard from his emo band.
Yeah, like,
The
that's what I got.
capital is Ozum.
Ozum.
Ooh, I like that.
And sorry, I zone out for a moment. Ozum, because eventually I have to repeat what was said in this round. Ozum is significant.
It's the capital of Sosimbi,
It's a capital.
and that is
system.
where the Pearl of the Sands disappeared.
The Pearl of the Sands disappeared. Right.
I'm gonna put it right there.
Okay.
Heck it.
Okay, So
I'm
tell me
sorry.
about.
Where is the mentor from? Did we say?
We did not.
Oh yeah, we didn't mention.
I'm not a good.
I don't. Yeah, I don't think. I think the hero knows, but that's it.
Okay. We can leave that up to decide for perhaps the next round.
Mhm.
But actually, let's decide this. I know this is outside of the game's rules, but something tells me that this is Maleficaris' hero.
I would say so. Like with the language around zealots, I think feels a little like inside baseball of like how I would refer. Yeah.
Yeah, because it's like Maleficaris' burden is magic. Does that make sense? They view themselves as they must fall on the sword for everyone. As the creators and the perpetrators of this powerful force. I don't know. We don't have to nail it down. But I was just confessing what was in my heart.
And put in the wheat.
I like it.
Because we gotta we're about to get into Hero 2, the hero's rise. So we're getting there. But now I'd like to hear the lore keeper speak.
I just gotta make something up that happened somewhere.
You make something up every turn. Every turn
Hold
you will
on.
make something up.
What?
Yeah.
Okay, I want you to pull from the same like voice in the back of your head that said a flying squirrel mascot is perfect for a high school. Just pull from there every time.
A flying squirrel mascot. What? I don't understand. What?
That's a good bag. That's a good bag of juice. You want to go back and dip in that juice, is what.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
It's good. It's good brain juice. That's good juice. You want to go back wherever that juice was
I'm
and
so
use
confused.
Think of your brain as a bottle of pickle juice, right? And the good pickle juice is at a certain stuff.
What?
Yeah. There's good and bad.
The
pickle
good
juice.
pickle juice?
Yeah, pickle juice with actual pickle juice flavor.
It
and
doesn't
pickle
separate
juice
though.
mainly...
Pickle juice is pickle juice all over. Oh yeah, the water in this world is pickle juice, yo. No, is that not right? I can't. Okay. So I like the idea of. Man, so we got a lot of serious people up in this joint, right? We got a lot of serious people all over this land, and I haven't seen people that were like enjoying their life and not dealing with like catastrophe and stuff. So I really want to find those people, and man, I think they love the make 'em ups. I think there's some type of week long. I think
what they call improv in this universe. Make them up.
I think there is. God, I keep thinking of there being this area, kind of like these misty mountains or like high.
Tell me where those misty mountains are. Put them down.
Yeah.
No time for cowards. Place them in the
Mountains.
misty mountains.
Yeah, give me some misty mountains, kind of down below by the drowned lands.
Hang it for me.
Pang it.
How about there? See it?
Pang it.
Why would you move the map as I'm doing?
I can't see you drawing in real time.
Well.
So yeah, I think I only want it on that border right there too.
On the bottom border?
Yeah, on that border. And I think the higher you go, like the more lucid and the more like hallucinations you have as you get up there. And a lot of people don't live up there anymore. So there's like a celebration down below for the old way of life, whatever that may be. So yeah, I think it's like a real wild, crazy Burning Man that goes on the bottom of these mountaintops. But it does make me feel like there are some true. I think it's cooler the higher you get during that party. higher up the mountain you get. So like every year
Oh.
people are climbing a little bit higher, and some people aren't coming back
Are
down.
you telling me that there are some elite socialites at the top of this mountain?
There might be some type of like a fire festival going on, or maybe they started off as elite, but you definitely get high as
Well,
you,
I
as
like
you get.
I
Yeah,
like
'cause
the
there's less
idea.
air.
Uh-huh.
Oh, ooh, that's good. Because I like the idea of like maybe that like the highest points in this world are the highest real estate points. You
Ooh,
can't buy
yeah.
land there anymore because they know it's the last to
Yeah.
go. So
But
maybe
you also
on
lose
these
your mine as you get up there too.
Right.
Right.
because it's not like truly inhabitable. So you've got like this trade-off
Yeah,
of
the air
like,
is thinner.
ooh, that's so tasty.
And over time, I guess if everything was rising, I guess that would bring air up. So over time, it would make sense to be there in the end. But setting up camp now up there, unless you just like being
Yeah, but even if you're
lucid.
even if you're like at the top of this mountain and everything, like this Everest type mountain, eventually you're starting to become sideways on that donut.
become sideways.
If I think about
Oh, I
gravity
see what
too
you're
hard,
saying.
I'm gonna lose.
Yeah,
I'm
I
gonna
think the
lose
gravity
my gourd.
that's involved in that is still gonna jack you up, even though the air
It's
is no
gonna
longer as thin as it was.
Ooh, that's interesting because eventually,
You're
as
saying
you
that
build-
the mountains are like starting to come down like that
I think they
because it's
might
like
even,
icing.
Just like
'Cause
as the
mountains would be-
water, because like the water's rising too.
I think they might even. What if they bend
So-
inwards? Because if it is a gravity well,
you-
right? If it's a
But they do
manifold,
have to, otherwise the mountains are going to smush into each other whenever they're not like interlocking teeth.
right? But I think that's interesting. Like maybe they
Thinking, like,
crisscross, and that's how they
ferrofluid.
grow, almost like.
So are you saying that they like are slowly falling like that?
I need 10 minutes to wrap my
Like-
brain around this
like
concept.
Inception?
Okay.
Like I'm thinking about like the buildings in Inception. Is that weird?
Table it.
We'll come
What do
back to it.
tectonic plates look like?
I'm
in
gonna
We are on
cry.
top of the mountain right now having this
Oh
conversation.
my
That's what it
God.
sounds like.
Okay, so
Move it to the next round. Move it to the next round.
all right, so then we're gonna move to the next round, which means everything shifts down one. TK, you're the lore keeper this turn. Carlos, you're the witness
God.
this turn.
Can I get a-
Solani, you're the companion this turn. And Masood, you're the cartographer this turn. So
Let me give a
Masood,
deep, quick rebrief.
Masood's always ready, and I love that about him.
Oh my
Always
God,
ready.
I'm taking notes. Jesus.
I'm just saying.
So we talked about the mentor previously, and some cryptic things were said. If you didn't catch it, go check the VOD. Or if you're watching the VOD, go press the J button a bunch of times because that lets you skip back 10 seconds at a time if you didn't do that while you're watching a YouTube video. And then we talked about the Pearl of the Sand of Sosimbi and Ozum, and how it used to be in the central city, but it's not anymore. And then we discussed a little bit of we talked about we mentioned I'm trying to remember now the drown we were just talking about these mountains, these incredibly tall
The Misty Mountains.
the Misty Mountains, where real estate is at the price of lucidity, and because the confirmation that it's basically the highest elevation that is furthest from where the pretzeling is happening, from the center of the actual of the ephemeral flame. These are theoretically thought to be the last bastions that people can live in. And so folks are starting to invest early now. It seems like if people could start living on Mars before the full concept was developed, these are these individuals.
Right. Okay.
Who is this world's Elon Musk? Anyway, it doesn't matter.
Maybe we'll find out.
Maybe
All right. So with that done, I'm now going to move to the companion phase, the last one of Act 1. I am going to deal you, Solani, Light of My Life, 2 theme cards. And then you are going to choose one of them to associate with one of the companion options on our current table.
And that's the patron, ally, and bard right now.
Yep, and I'm going to add one more for you. Firstborn. The hero is your parent. How do you feel about their parentage?
Damn. Okay. So let me see what I got. I got anticipation.
Ooh.
Once a realm-changing announcement was made. Or debt. Once a substantial debt was overdue. Once collecting a small debt brought about something of great price to ruin. Oh, that's easy. We're doing debt and firstborn.
Oh.
Okay.
Solani says that easy, and that decision shakes me to my core.
There we go. So move that to firstborn.
Yep, I'm gonna move debt and firstborn right next to each other.
Okay.
And now I'm going to deal you a face card, and we're gonna find out about the hero's kid's face. It's gonna be great. Here's a face card, Solani.
It's okay for us to say that the hero's kid is hot, right?
Yeah.
Sure.
No, so
I think it's fine. We're not the hero.
Kid then.
What?
Is this the hero's kid, the face card, or is this the hero?
Yeah, I guess. I
Yeah.
think that this is the kid.
Okay,
right?
first of all, he used to be young.
He did.
No. It's like a reverse Benjamin
I don't know. I'm
Button, but he was always old.
He's a silver daddy now.
He was always old.
He was always old.
He's not getting older. He's just old.
He's old. He never ages. He's just old.
4
out
or
of the
46.
womb.
This is what he looks like.
Came out of the womb collecting on his 401k.
Oh my god.
Eating bran flakes.
I love it.
Okay, so what I need to tell you, I need to tell
Grape
you.
nuts. Grape nuts.
Tell a story about this companion and how they interacted with the hero. Okay, so this man his name is Corvus. And
Corvus.
of course the hero is his deadbeat father. He doesn't have-
Deadbeat, yeah.
Well, the whole thing is that in order to gain certain power, he had to make a deal where he offered his firstborn, Corvus, to some entity or some force that was able to give him that power. So Corvus basically grew up fairly ordinary, living with like this I would say it's probably like this old librarian person, just very boring life in a boring village. But at some point in his life, the hero came and revealed to Corvus that they were related, and things got really awkward from there. And Corvus's life got way more complicated because eventually it became well known that he was the son of this hero, and that meant any enemies that this hero had came looking for Corvus.
Where was the village? Like, do you know?
Yeah,
like,
will you
as
mark
a
for me where
cartographer-
Corvus grew up?
Yeah.
Corvus, I think, probably grew up in a coastal town, probably over here.
Oh, right here.
Okay.
Do you know the name of the town?
Let's see. The name of the town is, we'll say that it's Eos. E-O-S. Eos.
Gotcha.
Eos. All right.
So it's just like, yeah, I was living a good life, a very simple life, until my parent decided to show up and complicate everything. Sucks for me. He was very cute back in the day, by the way.
Before he had the scar. Well, I mean, the scar helps, but you can kind of see some of the history, right?
I like the stars behind his head.
That is the trappings of fate.
Sir, you just said that so casually.
Yeah, just like drop that little gem.
The trappings of fate, you say. Tell me more.
I mean, like, he didn't really have a whole lot of choice because he was born, he was offered, and she's like, oh, great, thanks for all of this crap that you just heaped on me.
The trappings of fate. Someone write that down for me. I am thinking with a capital T. All right, let me draw these bad boys over here to where they now live. And then who's next?
On the docket.
I am next as the witness.
Ooh.
Look at the part of the map where the hero / last companion is not. Take some previous event, perhaps, from the historian round and describe how it goes forward. You don't need to tell a whole story, just share some facts. Cool. I will say that. So where did that happen? That was right there.
That's an Eos, yes, former home of Corvus.
Eos. What's the name of this? What is that not cool?
Nope.
That's
Hey,
how I'm gonna say it every time.
It's actually how people from the town pronounce it.
I know. That's like the official way, though.
Right.
Like people from there say it.
Don't be like a mainlander and say Eos.
What's the name of this tree area? This underwater tree area. Does it have a
where
name?
where the forests are?
Yeah.
I
I
had
didn't give it a name. What do
Yeah.
you guys think?
Could it be? I don't want to. Parts of me wants to call it like glazed and unglazed in some
Glazed
capacity.
and
Like
unglazed.
in that now that they're separated, one is like not that place and the other one is. Like if that's
Oh, yes. So it'd be like New York. Well, no, it'd be like York in York.
Yeah, or yeah.
So
Ein York.
New York and un
or
like kind of like like York and un-York.
Yeah.
I was
Ever
thinking
glazed.
Peter and Paul, but I guess. never mind.
I guess if we had the name of the place next to it, right? The one above it,
Mm-hmm.
that would be.
Well, I mean, why don't we just give it a name? We could give it two random ones.
Is it swampy there?
I like the
Or
thought of
something.
it being like a partially underwater forest.
That's
I
how
think
I
that's
see it.
rad as
I
fuck.
like. I think it's very cool in that way.
Yeah.
Zulatria.
Zulatria?
Zul. I'll write it down. That's my job.
And then so is the other country Latria?
Oh yeah, Latria and Zulatria. I think that's good. I
Okay.
like that.
Don't mind as my desk slowly sinks back down. Please. No, pay no mind. Okay, Latria and Zulatria. I like
Ugh,
that.
Like just giant mangroves.
Oh, okay.
This tunnel is completely filled in, right? It's filled in with water.
No. It's accessible. You can travel.
Oh,
through
you
it.
can actually travel through it.
Yeah,
Oh, like
yeah.
the
But
tunnel under the English Channel.
Yeah, that's what I was
kind of. My mind originally was like thinking about what's the Jersey Tunnel? What's that one called?
Oh, I have no idea.
The Holland.
The Holland Tunnel.
Yeah, the Holland
I
Tunnel.
was
It's
gonna
kind
say
of like,
Jersey Tunnel.
Yeah. The Holland Tunnel was kind of the idea. Like it runs underneath the water. Yeah.
I like the idea of it almost being in like and I know that maybe magic isn't allowed in this world, so I'd have to figure out what kind of tech it's run by. But I keep thinking of those Spy Kids. I don't know if you've seen the first movie, but when they get the car, they drive the boat car, and it's just like the view of the. Oh, wrong audience. Wrong audience.
I know this for Spy Kids. It's great. It launched Machete. It launched a lot of things.
It did a lot of things.
You know, it did quite a bit.
Yeah.
But so at what moment when they're in, is it before? Yeah.
When they're underwater, when they're all in the underwater, when they're in the underwater car, Junie and.
When she reveals that she still wears adult diapers, is that the?
I
the part?
believe so. Yes.
Yeah, that's the emotional
when they're running
moment
from
where-
the
and they bond over. Yeah. Okay.
yeah. When they're in the car.
Yeah.
I almost imagine that the tunnel looks like that.
I see you.
You feel me? Anyways, what are you witnessing, dear Carlos?
Yeah, in the tunnel, I will say that over time, the urchins, spikes, can be seen coming into the walls in the tunnel. So almost like the walls are getting like spikes into it, like that.
The urchins.
Yeah.
Sea urchins.
Yeah, sea urchins.
Not like
The
Dickens
motley
humor.
orphans descend to the tunnels.
Please, no.
Oh, now we're just talking about labor rights and child. No, we can't make it that way.
Okay.
They just line the tunnel.
All right. So that lines the tunnel. Is this foreshadowing?
I think it's an event that's been slowly happening over time. Like I think the tunnel was this great thing that opened up, and then over time, it's slowly beginning to become a very like from above would look like a very dangerous trap that can spring at any time.
A disaster waiting to happen.
Yeah,
What
like if
did-
it caves, it it crushes.
Like
And
my whole life.
Is there a name for this tunnel that you think either the official one or maybe the colloquial one that is given to signify this like threat in some kind?
Pokey McStabberson Tunnel.
Pokey McStabberson Tunnel, based
Okay.
off the architect.
Guys, we have to live in this
Pokey
world, and
McStabberson.
I will play where we have to go through the Pokey McStabberson tunnel.
Well,
I
Mr.
honestly,
McStabberson was.
I want to hear your
beloved
character
by-
say that.
Yeah.
Pokey
Well,
McStabberson.
guys, we need to make our way through the Pokey McStabberson tunnel, but I'm not sure if I have enough fare.
I like it.
Yeah.
Pokey McStabberson.
Pokey is the first name, last
Pokey.
name McStabberson, and he was the guy who originally thought up the idea of the tunnel.
No. No Hooters in the sky. What did I say?
That's
no.
just his name, though.
Pokey,
Like, why can't-
Pokey McStab. Fine. If this is your one,
No.
if this is your one-
P-O-K-I.
I mean,
no,
I can
no,
go to
no.
a random name
MK.
generator if you want, and like
Yeah.
we can come up
Yeah,
with
do
a random
that.
names.
Do that
Yeah.
actually.
Okay, random name.
It's
You are-
Pokey
generator.
McStabberson, but with an I instead of a Y.
Yeah, P-O-K-I.
Cocaine.
Here we go.
Yeah, even if you just shorten it to Poke Mix, like I would be like, great, perfect. Like that's usable
That's
for
it.
me.
Poke Mix it is.
Mix
kidding.
Poke,
It's Pock Rash
the
now.
non-binary
Pock
star.
rash.
Pock Rash?
Pock rash.
And I'm sorry, is this the name of the tunnel?
No, it's the name of the guy who had it's named after. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
So it's the Pock Rash Tunnel. I
It's
guess,
the
or
Pock
or
Rash
It would
Tunnel.
actually be the Rash.
I thought you were
Tunnel.
about to tell me that was the
Last
name
name.
of the urchin rash that the tunnel had. It had the Pock Rash tunnel. Okay.
Oh, but
That's good, too.
fun.
I'm all
But,
for
like,
that
the,
one.
The kids that work there or like go through there are rations,
Yeah.
like because it's like
Ooh.
they're almost like kind of disposable.
Okay. Well, actually, it is the lore keeper's turn. TK, briefly describe a piece of lore that reflects some of the culture of this realm.
Can I can I veto everything that happened in the turn before mine? Okay, so lore keeper.
Here's the thing: is no, you can't, but you can
Yeah.
introduce
Fuck
a
crap.
new. Well, that's the point of this game. Actually, is if there's something that you're like, I hate it. Introduce a different point of view, a different
like
way that history has been told.
I would like to take lore away from this world.
Ooh.
A cultural movement. There are no surviving copies of academic spellbooks.
Mm.
They have all
No?
been burned.
Oh, the burning of the spell books.
I like that.
Where?
I'm just imagining like the
Oh.
satanic panic nonsense.
And that's why the mentor's name is gone, right? In
Well,
that
the-
same.
Yeah, there are no surviving spell books. They have all spell scrolls, spell books have all been burned. And I would say that they have all been burned by the order. Let me look around my room real nice.
Yeah, I want you to name the order that helped the countries all get together, but please name it something cool because it's going to be so important.
What is the Order of No Quarter? Why is that jumping to my head? That's a thing, right? Like that's from like comic books or something.
I think that they are the order of the Iron Nails.
Ah, Iron Nails.
It's
Yeah.
from Shovel Knight Masood.
Oh, is that it? I knew it. I was like, I played Shovel Knight. I was like, what is
I
that? What
didn't
is that?
know
That's
that.
something.
I didn't know that, so it's gonna have to be something else. Probably like,
No.
Order of the Quarter.
Order of yeah, that one.
Oh.
Not Iron Nail. That's.
Well,
that's
I don't know
that's
if I like Iron Nails anymore either.
I feel
It
like
kinda- I
most
like
of this
it.
game is going to be you guys trying to save me from Kaya from getting into so much fucking trouble.
It's the order of the Iron Citadel.
Ugh.
I like that. I thought
All
you were
spell books and scrolls have been burned by the order of the Iron Citadel.
The
Are there any other
Iron
magic-
Citadel? Are you fucking kidding me? This is why we
I
get
love
paid
this.
to do this.
Wait,
That's so cool.
Can
I
say
love it so
something?
much. Yes, please.
If it's the Order of the Iron Maiden and Bayou just happens to be wearing an Iron Maiden t-shirt.
Get out of here.
Just think about it. Think about it.
Yeah, because they're gonna be able to read English.
Yeah, who says they can? It's our world. What? The Star Wars and Star Trek universe doesn't have to explain why everyone speaks English.
But they
Or
do
some people
because
have a
they
British
all
accent.
have translators.
Okay.
It's really weird because they're all like Jean-Luc Picard has an
Yeah.
English accent. He's actually French, but French language has evolved to the point where it sounds like fancy English. And I'm like, just make him English. Like, there are French people who live in England. Jesus.
So the Order of the Iron Citadel burned all spell books.
Yeah.
Thank you, Lore Keeper.
You're so
That
welcome.
Where is the Iron Citadel?
Yeah, please go ahead and mark that for
They're
us.
in order, so I
gotta
think they're
follow
all over.
Yeah,
maybe
will you mark the citadel it's named after for me?
Where would that citadel?
We gotta have like a headquarters.
That
I'm
HQ.
going to put their headquarters. I guess it kind of has to be in Maleficaris, really.
And here's what I'm about to ask. I'm about to ask a big question. Are we talking about the hero of the Iron Citadel?
I'm pinging the map.
Do you think
No,
that this
where are
is
you?
this is the story that
I
we just
thought I
found out we're
was.
telling?
Keeping it again. Oh, I like that.
Yeah, I think we're telling the story of the hero of the Iron Citadel.
Okay, so we'll know that going forward. So the end of the story rounds, the biographer phase is next. What's the biographer phase? So each player takes a turn choosing a companion controlled by another player. Okay. So I'll go around. We'll do this after. I explain it. When playing the biographer, describe something unfortunate, amusing, or scandalous about the other player's companions. You do not need to agree with that player's interpretation of the companion, but use third person when telling the story. Going strictly in order is not necessary. Go as an idea comes to you. So this phase is going to end after everyone's gone once. So basically, pick a companion that is not yours and tell me some hot goss about them. Hot goss, please. I'm
Can
gonna
we go over the companions' names again?
I don't believe any of them have names yet.
We're not naming new companions. We're sticking with these ones.
Yeah, for this round of storytelling, we just go through the current and existing ones.
Well,
So
Corvus has a name.
Yeah,
Corvus does have a name.
Yeah,
Corvus's name is too good to not let Corvus have it.
Yeah,
Right,
so
right.
this is gonna be Corvus, but I don't believe anyone else has a name yet.
Unless Carlos, you had a name for your glass monster before.
No.
Was it
give
Roy?
him-
It feels
give
like
him-
Roy.
Brad.
Roy?
Yeah.
Fucking
oh,
Roy.
Kevin!
Kevin!
Kevin! I like with that voice this good. Kevin!
I'll be here all night, gamers. What do you want to? Who wants to spread hot goss about whom?
I'll spread hot goss about Kevin.
Mhm.
So let me see. I'm trying to remember Kevin's story. It was his friend who betrayed him.
Yeah.
Allegedly the hero of
Allegedly.
the Iron Citadel.
Two
Alleged-
heroes.
Oh, they're both heroes.
The
Now there's-
Robin who got abandoned to become one with the glass shards of the
I
shard
heard
sea.
he was more of an Alfred, but you know,
You know.
Okay.
It's kinda more
more of a booster gold.
I will say that the area that was like the glass shards used to be a very prominent like magic school, and
Oh.
when everything got messed up and that whole area just something terrible happened, everything turned to glass, and Kevin and the hero of the Iron Citadel traveled there together to basically figure out what happened here to solve this mystery. And rumor has it they found something that answered their questions, but in return, one of them had to sacrifice their life or their existence in order for them to escape. And they were like arguing with each other, and like each one of them wanted to sacrifice themselves. They're both trying to be selfless, but in the end, the hero of the Iron Citadel actually sacrificed his friend. He said he was going to sacrifice himself, but he
What a Hawkeye move.
Oh
and
my god.
left him there.
Oh shit.
The Gaston energy.
And Kevin was trapped there as his roly-poly glass creature.
Okay.
I
Who's
like
spreading hot goss next?
that. I'd like to add some hot goss about Corvus.
Oh.
In that, yeah, his life was difficult because he was the firstborn of the hero of the Iron Citadel, but it also gave him influence that once he realized its significance, he was not afraid to use. And I think finding his presence was like, if I'm cursed with this lineage, then may it also be a source of wealth. And sort of using that to his advantage to gain presence and notoriety until he could track down the mentor.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna choose mentor because mine was rescued.
Right.
So I'm going to say that the mentor discovered their magic late in life. And only after a legacy of anti-magic campaign.
Okay.
So the Inquisitor becomes the target.
I've read Man in the High Castle. I get you.
Why would you read that?
It's not bad. It's better than the Amazon Prime series.
It really is.
The book is very good. Yeah.
Did you read It Couldn't Happen Here?
No.
Anyway, nope,
Okay.
never mind.
We'll
Sorry.
get to it.
So
We'll-
What did that character do? I don't remember how that rescued the hero from Changed Life Forever. I don't remember that.
This person, they asked for help because what they were doing is they were using magic to create sustainable housing for people whose livings were being upended due to the flood. And our hero showed up and said, "I will save you." And they got rid of the magic they were using to keep these homes viable for those who were refugees. And the hero said, "Well, I fixed your house. I solved the magic problem. Bye."
I like how we turned this hero into just a total ass.
I know.
He is a hero, though. He is the hero.
Yeah,
of
I'm
the
excited
Iron
to
Citadel.
hear about Act 2 and
All
Act 3.
heroes are assholes.
About okay.
Prove me wrong.
I will say that this companion, both this companion and their lineage, the people have come after them, all live extremely long lives, like ridiculously long, like as if they're breaking records every single time, and that only started after this magic was taken away.
Okay.
So yeah.
And that was the biographer phase. So we are going to start when Act 2, the heroes rise. The hero has emerged and is entering early conflicts and heroic acts. Now is a good time to introduce some growing threats that will set the world into chaos for Act 3. We're going to play Act 2 out the same way as Act 1. At the end of Act 2, each player will have a total of 2 companions per each person. So does that make sense? So we're going to bring this back up. Our first companion person was who? Who was our first companion? Me. It was you, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. I was making sure that I had done that right. Awesome. And I did. Okay, so Solani, you were going to be the cartographer for this here, our first round. of Act 2 as we set and raise the stakes. So will you begin this round in Act 2 for us by looking over the map and giving us just a quick rundown of the recent events?
Quite a lot has happened. Let's see. So, going around, we have Desert Shards, where Kevin lives. Used to be a
Every
magic
time.
school. Terrible things happened there. The hero of the Iron Citadel abandoned his friend there. We have Zulatria and Latria, which used to be part of the same land, but half it was drowned. This one's a drowned forest. And part of Latria is Eos, which is the home of Corvus, who is the son of the hero whose life was very complicated by the fact that he's the son of the hero. We have the Pokrash Tunnel, which is an underwater tunnel that connects the two Latrias. We got the Drowned Lands, which are the two continents that were lost during, was it the Red Storm? We got the Misty Mountains, where everybody is rich and crazy apparently because it's very high up. I can't remember about Camarino. What was the lore about Camarino?
Oh, that was from an earlier round. That's just basically around the idea of it's becoming a country of ruins because they're being
because so much has been lost.
Yeah.
Okay, and then we have Sisimbi, which is home of the Sisimbi Theater. That is a art form that involves illusionists who pretend to be able to do magic. And we have Ozone, which is the capital of Sisimbi, and that is where the Pearl of the Sands, who was a famous illusionist, disappeared. And then, of course, we've got the Iron Citadel, where the hero is from, and the headquarters of the Order of the Iron Citadel, who are all anti-magic zealots. Is that everything?
I believe so.
Zealot's a strong word and rightly deserved.
All right, I think you nailed it. Okay, so I gave 2 theme cards to everyone for this round, just so you can look at and decide ahead of time to make this go a bit faster for us.
Mm-hmm.
And then it is over to my good. Oh shit! I'm sorry, I just got really excited about the new companion card that we put on the board. All right, so Carlos, you are going to be the companion for this round. Pick your theme card and associate it with one of the available companion cards. We have recently put down Spy. You travel with the hero, but you are not what you seem. Where do your true loyalties lie?
Ooh. Okay. So I'm gonna lay down transformation.
Oh, once a magical item could twist the nature of things. Let's put that right here. That bad boy right there.
Oh, it doesn't go to one of these 4?
And then you're gonna set the companion card right next to it.
Oh, gotcha.
Yep.
Once a magical item could twist the nature of things. Okay, so most of your stories are lies. I guess that's it. Okay,
That's
here
true.
we go.
Ooh, tell me about a transformational bard.
So, do I have
I
to
have to
like
deal
pick...
you a face first. Hold on. You need the
Okay.
face. You need the face to complete the story. Here
And
you go.
this is like the same thing that we did before,
Yep.
right? This is from the companion's point of view. Okay.
Yep.
What do I look like? I'm probably not hot.
No. We know this game. You're hot.
Oh, you dealt it to me.
I did.
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay. I thought you were laying it
Okay.
out. Okay, cool. I'm hot, guys. So I got that going for me. So, once a magical item could twist nature of things, most of your stories are lies. Did you even meet the hero? So from this dude's point of view, I think he's made up most of the lore about. Yeah. So what's the name of this place? Arena. What's the sand place called?
Arena.
Arenacia.
Arenacia.
Aranche?
So I was there.
These made up words are so
Arenacia.
hard for me. Aranche it is. You know.
Arenacia.
Okay. Yeah. So I think this guy kind of like makes up these stories on these like magical items that this hero would have had, and they are all, so there's tons of lore about these like magical items being spread out over this desert. So one of the things that like gets new people to come in here and probably not survive very long is the idea that they can find these treasures, that they can find these items hidden among them.
Okay. So so what is the relationship to the hero?
Yeah, so I think the hero is made up. So I think it's like not a real person, right? Because it's like, did you even meet this hero?
Oh well, this is from their perspective. So I think the hero is real, right? Because he has a son named Corvus.
But he didn't meet him. He
But
doesn't
yeah,
know him,
you don't necessarily know him.
Yeah.
But you told stories about him for sure.
Yeah, so I think that's what it is. But we haven't named this hero, right?
Not yet.
Yeah. So he's just made up adventures in this area and dropped magical items in the sand.
Okay.
Fictitious.
Okay. So, all right. Was he tempted by the hero? Did the hero ever learn of this bard's name?
Ooh, that's a good question. Yeah. Yeah, I think he does. I think he does. And I think the only thing that keeps him out of trouble is that like the hero does not travel here to like confront him or to know him. So everyone's like, so, you know, people are like, this guy's a liar. And this guy's just like, no way, man. Like, have him come here and tell me that I'm a liar to my face. And it's like, he doesn't even come here. So it's like, never found out.
Oh, okay. Oh, all right. Interesting. Then we move to okay, who's next? If it's TK, you're gonna be a witness. Witness me.
All right, witness you something from the last act. I know we got a lightning round this.
We do.
Maybe we should just do 2 rounds apiece for Act 2 and 3 then.
Sure.
Is that something that everybody's cool with?
I'm good with that.
All right.
Let's from the last round. Oh God, oh Jesus. Something from the last round. Okay, I'm going to pick something to do with the Pokrosh Tunnel. So in the Pokrosh Tunnel, the Pokrosh Tunnel is so big that it takes several days to go across. And thus there have recently been increasing numbers of toll booths.
Oh.
No one is sure where the money goes.
Oh, does it go to Zoolatria or does it go to Latria?
All they know is that they're enforced.
Right.
It is so big. It is almost the size of either Zoolatria or Latria themselves.
Actually, yeah.
It takes at least a week to walk from one end to the other, and there are an increasing number of enforced toll booths.
Do you think people now also in some ways they live in the tunnel? Like they've set up, like I have a shop here. Because if it's like
they do. It's got to be huge.
If it's basically like if you got to take a pilgrimage to get across from one way to the other, like people are gonna like the gold rush. Like people sit out there and they're like, I'm done panning for gold. I'm gonna set up a general store where all these miners are gonna go instead, right?
Right.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Okay. Lore Keeper, Masood. I'm so scared. Tell me about a piece of lore that reflects some of the culture of this round. I'd love to hear about this being directly related to the hero. I need to learn more about them.
I think there is a fable, or like the story of the hero is, at least the one that is pushed by Maleficaris and the Iron Citadel, was he went around the world and it was even more unstable than it was now. In the time immediately following the Mana Vault's sort of emergence and the ways in which Malphakaris threw its gem, its the gem of Malphakaris into the actual void to like fix the problem, and it didn't work. He was the one who's told to have wrangled the wild surges, the one to have put that which was unnatural and ripping the world apart back into order. And maybe part of the story is that it's sad because he died trying to do it, and so the job isn't done, but it is still better than what it used to be.
Okay.
Posers.
Interesting. Okay. So I think that's the end of that round then, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then we shuffle everything down one.
Mm-hmm.
So that means that Carlos, you're the cartographer this time around, so give us the quick little recap. One sentence.
Stuff happened.
Well, what happened in that last round?
A bunch of lies happen, and stuff. People live in the tunnels, and I already forgot what Solani's was. Oh no,
I was just
Solani was Cartographer.
you were just cartographer. Okay, cool. So I just got one more, and then Masood sent some stuff that really got going.
You're right. You got it.
Okay.
For the notes, will you sum up what Masood said?
Sure. It was good.
Masood, give us a one sentence summary of what you said.
I gave the public story of the of the hero of the Iron Citadel.
Okay.
Like we've talked about the realness about it, but there's a reason why he is the hero, and that is the reason why, because he wrangled the wild magic into order.
Turns the wild magic into order. I really like that. Okay, so that means Carlos, you're the cartographer this round. TK, you're gonna be the companion this round.
Okay.
I've dealt. I have already dealt you the themes. I'm placing a new companion on the board. The hero's protege. You follow the hero. Why does the hero inspire you? Go ahead and link your theme to your
We
companion.
both know I'm choosing Spy, baby.
Hell yeah. I'm going to move Spy over here. What theme you dropping down?
Make me a hot spy.
I'm going to deal you one face card. I don't know how hot they will be. I hope that they were hot. Please tell me they were.
You know they was.
I want to steal it.
Yay, drop it down.
They're too hot. They're too hot.
They're too hot to be a
This
spy.
is like
No such thing.
Madame de Winter hot.
Oh,
look at me.
shit.
Three
I am not but a
Musketeers hot.
spy.
Oh my god, what theme are you playing to fit
That's
this character I'm
Lady
in
de
love with?
Winter. Oh, I don't know about the cherry blossoms in the back. I don't know if this
Are they cherry blossoms? They're purple.
Yeah, I think they are. I think they're supposed to be, right?
An
They're
illusion
they're
too?
definitely very reminiscent.
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyway, they're nice. Feels weird to make her a spy now. Anyway,
The fan does feel like I've got a secret.
Once
It does.
Did you hear about Lady Winterbottom at the ball last
You need
week?
to stop. Okay, it's gonna be faithfulness. I didn't really care for either one of them, but I do have to pick one. So it is gonna be faithfulness.
Okay. Tell me a story of this companion. How did they meet the hero, and what impact did they have on their life?
All right. I think that this person was assigned to the hero as a sister of the Iron Citadel.
A sister of the Iron Citadel.
I think faithfulness was their cover. And they were assigned as the sister of the Iron Citadel, like a cleric sort of position to help the hero on their journeys, exorcising like wild magic and things like that. But secretly they have been a sort of like druid and earth magician the entire time. They did it. They became a sister of the Iron Citadel in order to afford themselves protection for their own like magical use.
Mm-hmm.
But the hero didn't know. and when they got their chance, they left like as quickly as possible. Gone as though blossoms in the wind.
And where do your true loyalties lie?
Where do her true loyalties lie? I think her true loyalties lie. I think that she is the last person born in the Desert of Shards.
Oh, wow.
I think she was the last person born from the Desert of Shards.
She was the last person born of the Desert of the Shards. That's... okay. That's so interesting to think about. Okay, sorry, I can't get caught up in my brain. All right, so with that, we move on from companion to witness. Masood, give me, explain, describe a furthering of one of the events on here. I don't want to know something new. I want to know something about something that we've said that has evolved over time.
Yeah, I think one of the easiest things to say is the reason why everyone knows the story of the hero is because the Iron Citadel and Maleficaris went about spreading it. And there's really moments where they spread information through pamphlets. They just had people going to other places talking about it. Everyone witnessed the emergence of this tale that was told the exact same every single time in every single city. Part of it was the orators had to have it word perfect. There's importance in it being word perfect, because that way you make sure it's the same story. But yeah.
Okay, so zealots of the Iron Citadel are all sharing the story of this hero far and wide, but verbatim. Okay.
It has to be.
Interesting. I love how we were like, make a hero, and then all of us were like, no. Sonali, will you be my lore keeper for this round? Will you tell me about a book or a story or just something cultural about this realm?
Yeah, I will say that there is a Voyager cult that tries to recruit people from various coastal cities, but they voyage around and they are obsessed with the idea that something exists on the other side of the Maelstrom. And with enough followers and enough power behind them, they can voyage through the Maelstrom and get to the other side.
Ooh, that's delicious. Well, the cartographer for that round, which was Carlos, will you mark for me the home of the Voyagers?
And they're called the Dusk Voyagers.
The Dusk Voyagers. I love them.
So wait, how do they travel?
They're on the sea.
They're on the sea. That's what I thought.
They just go around and try to recruit people, and most people think they're just nuts.
Right.
But they are insistent that there's something else, another world or another plane on the other side of the Maelstrom.
Okay. All right, next round. TK, you're going to be the cartographer for this round. I'm not going to make you recap what happened last round. Just draw things on the map if you need to. Masood, you're the companion for this round. I've dealt you 2 theme cards, and there are 4 available companions if you want to mix and match, and then I will deal your face to you. Actually, I'll deal your face to you now. I don't care. Deal 1 card to Masood. That's your face. Enjoy your face.
Thank you. Oh, it's here.
Oh, shit. What a face.
What a face.
Damn.
Then this person, is the patron.
The patron. Ooh, okay. And then what theme are you linking?
Favor.
Ooh.
Once a favor was bestowed with strings attached.
To the hero. Tell me about this from an eye perspective. I'm looking for some tasty sauce.
The kid had potential. But left to fester, left to grow of its own volition, it would pose a threat. Therefore, I'm glad I arrived when I did after the last teacher stepped away. Things will be brought into place, or else the deal will be remembered.
Okay. Thank you. Now, witness, Solani, will you look to a place where the hero and the last companion are not and tell me about how that situation has evolved?
Where was the last companion? Anywhere specific? Masood?
I'm gonna say the last.
I'm gonna say the last companion. Actually, was found in Camarino by one of the he was a patron and one of the last. He's from the Natural family.
Oh, okay.
They were what is left of the old money in Camarino.
Oh, all right. Witness.
I will say that so the Pearl of the Sands is from Aranesia, which is why she's called Pearl of Sands. But rumor has it she got into some trouble in Maleficaris during a tour performance there. So she escaped to Ozum for a time and was there for a while. But rumor has it that there were some of the Order of the Iron Citadel were looking for her when she disappeared.
Oh, Order of the Citadel was looking for her when she disappeared. Okay. Lore Keeper, Carlos, give me... How is this already back to you? I was so scared last time, and I'm scared this time. Briefly describe a piece of lore that reflects something about this world for me.
Anywhere, right?
Yep.
Cool. I think that the Voyagers love sea shanties. And they use song and dance to try to convert their people. Right? I think pretty sure that's what Lonnie was getting at there.
Okay. All right. Okay, so thank you for the information about sea shanties. Give me the name of the most famous sea shanty.
The Big Drip.
Okay, thank you for the big drip. Thank you. And we move on to the last round.
What is dusk but Big Drip preserving?
I literally feel like we've completely. I love how they were like, we're gonna tell a story about a hero, and we were like, no. But
I don't know. I feel
we've got some tidbits there.
My last patron is the idea that maybe the hero didn't have as much agency in becoming the villain that we know him to be.
Right. Well, he's a hero to some. All right, so Masood, you're going to be the cartographer for this round, but I'm not going to make you do a recap. Okay. Solani, you're going to be our companion for this round. I've dealt you 2 theme cards, so go ahead and pick one and assign it to a companion. I'm going to deal a new companion slot to make up for that missing one. And there, childhood friend. I love, when you were small, it was you and the hero against the world. It is different now, of course. And then I'm going to deal you a face card as well, Solani. And then, please tell me about this new companion.
All right, so theme card I'm going to pick is the Harbinger. And then the companion card is going to be Childhood Friend.
Harbinger, Once the candles burned violet for a moment, revealing a hidden horror. Once the sky turned green and purple like shattered alexandrite. Oh, this is such a childhood friend face. Tell me more.
Childhood friend
song is
of
that?
the hero is let's see. What should I name him? Elred. We'll say
Elred.
Elred. And Elred, they were childhood friends. They grew up together in Maleficaris. But then childhood friends started getting kind of weird vibes from the hero. And he had a really, he had repeating nightmares about his friend, specifically about what things that his friend would do. And he began to believe that his friend was basically a harbinger of disaster for the world. And he eventually turned against his friend, and he started basically going crazy and like trying to convince people that his friend was going to bring around disaster for the world. And eventually they locked him up because he had lost his mind.
Oh, jeez. That's so sad. What the frick? Slimy, I thought you were going to tell me a beautiful story about childhood friends, and now I'm sad.
Where did they grow up?
Really? With the theme Harbinger? You thought that?
Give me a ping of where was their home.
They were in Maleficaris.
They were in Maleficaris.
Yeah.
Before or after the mountains?
Before or after the mountains?
Because we said basically like before Maleficaris didn't have this mountain range, but after they threw the gem into the void.
Was the hero? Was the hero the one who threw the gem in the void?
No, I think I had said it that had happened, or I assumed that happened like
ages ago.
It could have happened during his life, but by the time he was a hero, the mountains already existed.
I would say then it'll be after the mountains existed.
So it's like they just lived in the mountains. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you for telling me about what was this friend's name again? One more time.
Elred.
Elred.
Oh,
Thank you for telling me about Elred. Okay, great. That was not constructive in any way, shape, or form. We now move on to the witness. Carlos, look to the map where the hero and the companion are not in Maleficaris, and tell me how the world has evolved.
How the world has evolved.
Mm-hmm.
Or, hold on, what is... a previous event.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. I will say that since the Ozum has been open, there is a strange event that happens every 10 years that no one likes to admit, but those on stage actually do real magic on that night. And it happens once every 10 years. No one knows the exact day that it's going to happen. But once every 10 years, someone on stage is doing real magic, and they can't stop themselves.
They can't stop themselves.
Yeah.
Okay. Lore Keeper, please, TK. Oh, Lore Keeper TK. Please briefly describe a piece of lore that reflects some of the culture of the realm.
There is a there's underground propaganda.
Not propaganda.
Propaganda
And
against the Iron Citadel
Oh.
in the form of like single act plays, sketches, if you will.
Okay. You had
they're
me. You're
they're
losing
single
me.
act comedy plays.
Okay.
Yeah.
Single act comedy plays. Which country are they most famous in?
I think that they originated in Sisimbi,
Okay.
but they're most famous in Camarino.
Okay.
Camarito's
Alright.
already got a history of the blues, right? And lament. with the loss of their lands.
Mm-hmm.
All right. We're heading into, that is the final round of Act 2, I believe. As we did that lightning fast, as we were supposed to. Great job, everybody. We are now going to go through, and I think we're going to shorten this a bit because we are already 20 minutes over. We're going to do the Act 3, the Hero's Apex, which is hilarious because I don't even know what threat the hero is facing. I don't even know what
I think the hero is the threat.
Is the hero the threat?
They think that
If you go around the world and everyone is assholes,
maybe you're the asshole.
Maybe you're the asshole.
Okay, so we're heading into Act 3, but really quick, we got to do a biographer phase. And I think that just is like, tell me, each one of you, tell me a rumor about one of the new companions. That's how I think we want to do it. Shorten it by telling me one rumor about one of the companions that isn't the one you made. Quick.
The childhood friend was Kevin's love.
Was Kavan's love. Do you like how I spelled Kavan to make it slightly...
Kevin!
Nope, it's Kavan. Okay, so this is... Oh, okay, so the childhood friend was Kavan's lover. I like where this is going. Tell me another rumor.
I'll say...
Was the bar... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I'll say that a rumor that people are talking about is that the spy has been seen talking to herself in mirrors very often.
She's been talking to herself in mirrors very often. I like that. Next rumor.
What was the bard's deal? Like, what was he up to specifically?
He
Other
was
than just telling the story of
challenging the hero to come to Arenacia and seek out the magical artifacts in the desert sea.
I put pronunciation guides on it.
Yes. Arenacia, thank you. I did look to it. It was very helpful. But kept challenging the hero, come find these magical artifacts, do your job, jerk. And despite the challenges as given by this bard, the hero supposedly, or up until this point, has never taken the bard up on it.
I think this bard is definitely one of the major players in Camarino. And is definitely someone who tries to stir things up and distribute propaganda against the Iron Citadel.
Okay. Another rumor.
Checkmate, atheists. Sorry.
TK, I need a rumor from you.
Underground.
About the patron.
About the patron.
Where's the patron from? Also from Camarino.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The patron is...
So Simbi's a big country now that I look at it.
It is.
So Simbi's enormous.
So I imagine Simbi's just rich.
Yeah.
The patron... Okay, so the patron gained their wealth selling real estate in the Misty Mountains that we don't have a name for.
Okay. Thank you for your rumors. We are now going to do one more group of rounds as we learn about the hero's fate. I will now read this to you. Okay. If the world is not teetering on the edge of disaster, now is the time to give it a healthy shove. You don't have to wring out all the details of a hero's role in the apex of the stories. Some ambiguity is allowed about how the conflict is resolved. Let your companions shine. This is also their moment. These are the last series of actions from your hero opportunities for your companions. Make them count. Play out Act 3 the same as Act 1, except for these differences. So, you all have your companion cards in a column. Each of you are one column. As you can see, like the bard and the monster on top of each other's because there were Carlos's, the spy and the rescued because those were TK's. And then, so we're not going to play any of the rest of the companion cards and face cards this game. So what we're going to do on our turn, I'm actually recalling all of the theme cards. And I think that maybe... since we are so late, we're not going to take the rest of the turns. We're just all gonna do this. Each of you are gonna take a turn and do this, and then that's how we'll wrap it, just for the sake of timeliness and getting everybody to bed on time. I am going to deal everyone. This is our Act 3. Normally you would do the turns one more time, but I think we're just going to each take a companion turn and talk about the hero's fate through the lens of one of these themes. So basically what you're going to do is I am going to deal everyone 3 because it's, who knows, it's the end of the night. 3 theme cards. And you are going to look through your theme cards, and on your turn, and you all as a group can decide who goes first. You are going to choose one of your theme cards and play it to one of your companions, and tell me how this ties into the hero's fate. How's that sound? I'll give you some space to breathe and deliberate. Well, I talk to the audience. Hey, everybody. Did you like this? I hope so. We worked hard. We've actually been world building Ephemeral that we are going to play in as a game Tuesday, March 23rd at twitch.tv/DND. We are going to be playing Generation Fantasy, a campaign about the small town of Jenkins, Nebraska being transported into this very realm. Why, I wonder? Who knows? Mayhaps because of a mana vault? But no more about that. If you liked this world building, I've got great news. We did this, but with Jenkins, Nebraska as well, with a different world building game called I'm Sorry Did You Say Street Magic, which is equally incredible and good. And the videos of us doing that Jenkins world building session is going to go live on YouTube next week on youtube.com/roll20app over there. And we're going to do a launch party on our new Discord channel on that same day. So if you wanted to maybe hang out with us some more, maybe on a Discord channel, and see the world building for Jenkins, Nebraska, that's gonna be next week. And here, after everybody tells me about how this hero story ends, we're gonna go ahead and share the official character art for our PCs for Generation Fantasy here on stream. I'm so excited.
It was very fun.
It's very fun.
I can't wait. I picked my theme. I think I'm ready to hop in with a little bit of the story for the hero's apex.
Ooh, okay. Tell me about it.
My theme is creation.
Ooh.
Once a new domain of knowledge was released into the world, and I am going to say that this card exists for the mentor.
Ooh.
And from them, there was a split in which the hero no longer followed this confused inquisitor who had to grapple with their reality. Once they made the switch and fell into the hands of the patron, who used them to push this idea to reclaim the natural state of things, to push back against this magic that was pouring in. The mentor tried to stop them and ultimately failed, but in doing so, let folks know that it's not as rare as you think to be able to use magic. And that, I think, scares the Iron Citadel more than anything.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Who's next?
I can go. I am going to choose Oath.
Ooh.
Which is once old oaths strong as blood were discarded, or once a dangerous promise was kept. And I'm going to do this towards the childhood friend. And I'm going to say that there was a promise. So Obviously, the hero and Elred became estranged after Elred lost his sanity and was imprisoned, and a whole bunch of terrible things happened to him. But eventually, the hero returned to see his friend one last time to try and make amends. And they spoke, and his friend made him promise one thing to him, and that was that he would never go to Aranesia. And he doesn't know why, but he agreed to that promise.
Never go to Aranesia. Interesting. Okay, who's next?
I'll go next. Let's do this one. So mine is transition. Once the power behind the realm shifted, or once an established power was relinquished to an unlikely recipient. I think I'm putting this to the bard, and I believe that it kind of tells the story of, even though the bard is kind of known for its lies about the hero, why the hero doesn't confront him is because this one simple truth that he knows what really happened to his other companion, the one made into a monster, that an established power, perhaps the hero, perhaps something else, was relinquished and given to an unlikely recipient. Yeah.
Okay. Brilliant. TK?
So sorry, I was taking notes. Just give me just 1 second. I'm so sorry.
No for the epilogue. This is going to be an optional epilogue while TK takes notes. In the epilogue, you actually get a chance to say goodbye to the companions and their tale. So you can actually describe the last time that they parted from the hero and mark it on the map. So you can say the final place that you parted ways with the hero. Or I'm going to open it up as an epilogue. You can also instead add one final thing to the map that you want to be in this campaign, right? Because this is a campaign we're all going to play in. So I'm twisting the rules for myself and you a little bit. If there is something you've always wanted to see in a world you get to play in, now is your time to put it on the map. TK, back to you.
I chose threat.
Ooh, threat.
Yeah.
And who are you placing it with?
I am placing threat with...
This is going to change a lot of things.
Yeah. I'm placing threat with the spy.
Okay.
And I am choosing... Once a false threat obscured a greater one.
Oh. Tell me, how does this play into the hero's ending? And you are the last to speak of the hero's ending, so please, if you feel the want to wrap any threads, know that they are yours to tangle and tie.
The thing is that we know that there are 8 essential truths of Ephemeral, but we didn't say the one that was the most important truth, which is that all of us as characters, or all of us as players, know that there is a magic user who opened the Mana Vault to Jenkins.
You are correct.
And I think it was the spy.
You're telling me she opened this Mana Vault?
I think she did. Or she works for the person who did.
She
and
works
knows who they are.
Yes, so I'm willing to tell Twitch chat this. Someone in Ephemeral opens and transports the realm of Jenkins, Nebraska to Ephemeral because it sits atop a Mana Vault. which is something that our player characters don't know yet, which is something that the greater world doesn't know yet. Oh,
I think that
delicious.
is the greater threat because of plot reasons.
Because we didn't really talk about it. And I think that means that I'm gonna take this country here at the bottom that you left unmarred, and I'm gonna call this, for now, KM's Town. Because
What?
I'm going to make this.
They called
Ooh.
it Cam's Town. I'm like, who the hell's Cam?
I'm Cam.
I'm Cam now.
And this is going to be the heart of all your problems. Love it.
Problems.
I'm adding one little thing.
Yes, so now we are in the epilogue phase. If you need to add a final thing, a final touch, a final little thing you wish to explore, please take a moment and do so.
I'm adding the golden chalice. That's way too big a text.
What is the golden chalice?
It's basically like the golden saucer from Final Fantasy. It's like a huge amusement park / casino.
I'm sorry, you're just placing an amusement park and a casino for me?
There's gotta be a place. Yeah, we gotta have a place to chill, man.
Yeah, this is
Way too
why
big.
you are all my friends. I thank you for that gift you've given me. Who else is placing final gifts?
Ooh, that's a really good question, isn't it? Okay. I will also place something on the map.
Okay.
And I'm going to color it pink.
I have the golden saucer music in my head.
And I'm going to call it... Ooh, what should I call it? Oof.
Okay, I'll come back to you. Masood and Carlos, are you placing anything?
Yeah, 1 second. Just need to do this real fast. Second. I've got it. I'm really bad at this, but I've got it.
Okay.
There is...
There is a splotch.
No, there is... for some reason, I highlight it, and it won't let me move it in the way that I want, but that's fine.
Is it this?
It's this black box to indicate...
Where do you want it?
It right at the center.
I can't move
There's
it now.
land.
Oh, okay.
There is land in the middle. Somehow
Double
in
fracture?
between the space, in between anything, there is solid ground. It's been posited, theorized, and only recently confirmed through telescope. But there is solid ground at the center of the space.
And I want to add something to it.
Go for it, dude.
Add your thing.
Katie May will not like it.
Is it a flying Hooters?
And and they've got a Hooters there. Crazy.
I don't know why. As soon as you started saying that there's a
Ye
little
old
piece of land right
hootin'
there,
toots.
I was like, I wish there was like a little floating balloon. Like, just like no one can explain what it's doing there, why it's there. But from where they are, it looks like a little balloon is just floating above the land.
It's the balloon that somebody, no names, scratched their arm up under, reaching for under a chain link fence.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. God, I forgot about that.
I know.
Anyways, yeah.
All right. Final. TK, what's your gift?
My gift is a sort of a lush Amazonian style party house called the Silk and Saber.
Thank you. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. Any important information I need to know before I take that and run with it?
Hot people only.
Thank you. That's all I needed.
And they're also elite assassins.
Thank you for that.
Models.
Assassin / models. Thank you. This is a delicious amount of good world building sauce you've given me. Thank you. I will take it from here and I will make a world you are so excited to play in. I'm so excited to turn this into something delicious for you.
Hot Saucing Club. Isn't that just VIP? Anyone remember that show?
We
VIP,
going
the
to
Pamela
make a-
Anderson show where they're all models
What?
and also like mercenaries. Oh my god. Okay.
Oh God,
like
I do.
Dollhouse?
Yes.
I
All
do.
right.
It used to be on like Fox, right? It was
Yes.
like VIP, right?
Guess what time? Guess what time it is? Guess what time it is?
Reveal time.
Guess what time it is? Guess what time it is?
Party time.
It is
Party
art
time.
reveal time. Thanks to everyone for hanging out with us all night, helping us build this amazing world that the following four... Oh,
Balloon.
thank you for the balloon. That the following four characters are about to be transported into without their knowledge. Can these four heroes be enough to save Ephemeral?
They can't.
Are we... If I switch to this page, are they going to be hidden, Carlos?
What?
Are they going to be hidden? Did you hide them? I hope so.
Oh, they are hidden.
Oh, thank God. Oh, here we go. Oh, wow. I don't even know who's underneath, who's like behind which.
As a
Number
chat.
1 through
As a
4.
check to pick one.
Oh, yeah. Chat, pick a number between 1 and 4 as we're going to
Whoever
meet.
answers first, that's what
Left
we go
or
with.
four.
All right,
Left
that's
or
who we're
right.
gonna feel first. Number between 1 and 4.
Four.
As you, oh, I see
No,
3
three.
first.
Three
is
did
first.
come in the force. I missed it.
3 revealed first. All right.
Why
we're
am I
gonna-
looking at the stream? I could just look at the game.
We're going
Yeah.
to reveal number 3 and see who
Fucking
our
cool.
first PC for Generation Fantasy is.
and then
Count
people
me
have
down.
to guess who it is.
Yeah, and then people are gonna guess who's
Yeah.
playing them. It's gonna be so good. So give me a
It's gonna be
countdown.
fairly
5,
obvious.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Fun.
I would like you to meet
Oh!
Bayou Morrison. They, them pronouns. Everybody meet Bayou Morrison.
Bayou!
Oh my God, I love them.
Look at the hair.
so much.
Yes. What's on Bayou's cheek? I just noticed that. What is the? Is that a tattoo? Is that
Like a
just
little
gone
cat?
on?
Still a cat with...
No,
Is
it's
it
a
a little
moon.
cat?
Is it a moon?
It's a moon cat.
Moon, what is it?
Oh, it's like an eye. It's
It
like
is my character, and it is a tattoo of a symbol that they have been seeing in their dreams since they reached puberty.
Ooh.
Very
cat.
cool.
Alrighty, the next number between 1 and 4, chat. Give it to me.
Come on.
Come on.
Come on.
Come on.
Honestly,
I'm
take your
so-
time. There's a bit of a delay. We understand.
There is a delay. Oh, 4.
4!
All
There
right,
it
Lauren is here. Lauren is
Lauren.
here with number 4. Give me a countdown.
5, 4, 3, 2,
Two.
1.
Ooh, I'd like you to
Oh,
meet
no.
Omo.
Or Omo.
Omo.
Omo. Who's playing this person
Omo.
with their somewhat pet flying squirrel?
Flying
Meow
squirrel.
meow.
Meow, meow.
Oh yeah, meow meow.
Meow, meow.
I already forgot the name of that squirrel. Yeah,
Uh,
I'm playing this character.
Lauren says
This
the
is-
face makes me think, Carlos, you would be correct.
Yeah.
Of
You're right.
course, that's my energy right there.
And I think
frozen in time.
Frozen in Time. I
Yeah.
think now is the time to remind chat that this was made by the lovely Lauren at Midsummer in chat. Hi, Lauren. Thank you for this very good art.
that.
Also, go
It's
follow them on
incredible.
Twitter. Incredible job.
I thought you meant that
Appreciate it.
the other Lauren had said, face makes me think Carlos. I'm like, of course you would think that.
All right,
Yeah.
chat.
Screw
One
it,
or
but
two.
That wasn't. It was different Lauren.
1 or 2, chat. Who are we gonna?
One or two.
Who are we gonna
One,
meet? Who are
two.
we gonna meet? Who are we gonna meet? Who are we gonna say for
Evens,
last?
odds, evens,
2,
odds.
2, 2. All right, count me down.
5, 4,
5, 4,
3,
3, 2,
2,
1.
Oh my gosh, I fucked it up.
Hey!
Hey! Oh, everybody, please be
God.
quiet. I love her so much. I love her so much. Look at her
Yes.
person. Look at her lapel
She is
pins.
wonderful, and she's
She's-
going to go through hell in this summer realm. I just know it.
I would just
Oh,
like to
truly.
point out
The
the
fashion,
incredible
yes.
fashion in this. Her
Ugh.
buttons
Yeah.
for her button-down shirt are phases of the moon.
It's
Look at the
so freaking good.
Purse is amazing.
The
Oh
line
my
work, incredible.
God.
Yeah, it's incredible.
And then last, but certainly not least,
No, never least.
Resident Prep, best boy I know. Kent Vanderbilt.
It's Kent
Best
Vanderbilt,
boy,
baby.
worst person.
No. My family can get you into the country club.
Parents
It's
are
our
tricky
country club. Yeah.
Now that I know that, like,
So he's like, that's Masood. I'd know it anywhere. You are correct.
this is the first.
read.
This is the first moment in time that I know both the world you would be transported to and your 4-player characters, and
Yeah.
now I'm like, oh no, what have we done?
Gonna be an incredible clusterfuck.
These are our 4 friends. Look at them.
Look at
They're
them,
all so cute.
And despair.
And
Oh,
despair
God,
because they will
goodness.
make or break your world.
Mhm.
Oh my gosh. Well, hey everybody.
Sorry that 2 of you decided to play magic users, and then I was like, magic's illegal.
I love it.
That's
it's
so
gonna be great.
delicious. Oh, I'm so excited to see what happens to you and the world you get dropped to. Oh my gosh, this was so good. Thank you for coming to like the kind of like series premiere lead up to Generation Fantasy. Hey, this was so much good. This is so great. This is so fun. I think we got something really special ahead of us, and I'm so excited everybody's here for it.
Oh, it's gonna be good.
Oh,
It's
are
gonna be
we
so
letting people see the one thing?
The one thing?
The one thing we made for people to go to?
No, not yet. I don't think they've earned it yet.
That's for the best.
So
we
that's
still
gonna
have
go
more
up
stuff
to
coming.
Oh,
So you
yeah,
can
this
keep an
is
eye out.
next
Yeah.
Tuesday. Hey, so thanks for joining us for the first world building session for Gen F. If you want to see us world build Jenkins, Nebraska with a completely different game, that's going to be next Tuesday on the Roll20 app YouTube channel. Look out for it, and then we're gonna launch our Discord at around the same time. We're gonna have a fun little watch party where you can come hang out with us. It's gonna be really cool. So, and then the week after that, on March 23rd, we are starting this campaign using D&D as our system over on twitch.tv/D&D. It's all culminating to that one big moment. Except for, did I mention that our players don't know what their character sheets look like? Because I didn't mention that until now. We've got a really fun series with a lot of fun little twisties and turnies lined up for you, and I genuinely hope that you're going to come along for the ride, sweet friends. This stream's been going on for way too long, so I think we're going to go around and say goodbye one more time in reverse order. TK?
Hi, it's me, TK. It's almost 2 a.m. here. I got a pee-pee.
And that's been TK. Carlos?
I too have to pee, but my name is Carlos in this scenario.
Solani?
I already pee-peed, so I'm good. But I'm gonna go get some lunch. I'm Solani. Say
Masood?
good night.
Hey, I'm a suit, and you know what? I'm gonna pee. I might even poo after this.
Whoa.
I know, I
Fuck.
said it.
Why
I'm
are
a
we
bad
like
boy.
this?
Ooh.
That's called bringing the noise, bringing the funk. Masood.
Oh, watch out!
That's what
might
that
even
is
bring
right
Thanks
there.
for
a little bit of
picking up what I was
funky.
putting down there. Bring it home, Katie May.
Katie May, how do you top that?
I'm Katie May. I don't have to pee or poo-poo. I've been your dungeon
should go to the
master
doctor.
for the night. It's been a pleasure. I'm very excited to bring this campaign not only to my players here, but to you. I think it's gonna be so much fun. I'm so excited. I'm so sleepy. But we are, thank God we're at an earlier time. Thanks to Roll20 for letting us play Companion's Tale, even though it's such a new and fantastic game. Go pick up the
Yes.
game for yourself.
Go to
Link
the
in
marketplace.
chat. Thanks for
Grab it.
hanging out with us. Thanks to Roll20 for letting us do this. But for now, good night, sweet gamers. If you want to keep caught up with us while we're gone, it's twitter.com/indoor recess with 3 S's. That's all you need to know.
Bye-bye.
Good
Bye-bye.
night.
Go to bed.
Bye. Go to